Folks, Bob Mannery here, and you're listening to Agree to Disagree, the flagship, only on A2D Radio. Uncle Sweeps, Nick Delgazzo, the legendary Brian Wilson, and the fucking man himself, Tom Arnone. These three guys from Jersey bringing you real talk with no agenda. You don't like them? Tough shit. It's their show, and they're going to say whatever the hell they goddamn want.
Let's go. King Talk. It's Agree to Disagree. A2DRadio.com. We're live from the BMW of Atlantic City Studios. BMW of Atlantic City. We're off X17 in the Parkway. Find them online. BMW of AtlanticCity.com. Every Sunday, we're brought to you by our certified public accountant. Make him yours. Gibson Mayer LLC. Find them on the web. GibsonMayer.com. Bad Boys of Sports Talk. Worldwide leader of Real Talk. Agree to Disagree. Tom Arnone, Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson, Rob Pove on the ones and twos, and the family out there. We got tons to talk about. Well, 5 questions with the Pove later on in the show. A little MLB whip around. Phillies convo, NBA playoffs. It's going to be Sixers heavy to start it off, though, because of reports coming in. It ties right into our poll question. Brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Is that me? It's not me. It's you. It's you, kid. It's you.
No, it's not.
It was you.
That wasn't me.
It was you.
You're such a piece
It
of
wasn't
shit.
me.
It was definitely you.
It was definitely you. Don't you start
Valid.
pointing
30
fingers.
seconds.
Don't you start pointing
He's
fingers.
already lying
It was
to
a
family.
it was a
30 seconds
well
in.
documented mute.
Did you see yours?
No, it was you all day. Talking to people on Twitter. The people
Blank
on Twitter will
screen.
tell you. They heard it all before it even started. Don't you start. Don't you start before we even get started. Don't you start before the start even gets started.
Is this Liargate already?
No, this is Volume Gate.
Already
Volume
lying to
Gate.
family. Unbelievable.
Our poll question brought to you by Scanzano Sports. Find them on the web, scanzanosports.com. With the Philadelphia 76ers prepared to do whatever it takes to get LeBron James, are you 100% in or hell no? Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. And we'll get into some Markelle, Ben, Joel, Dario, and things they can improve on in the offseason. All right, now we got to talk about that as well. All right, and then some other things. I sent you guys a message earlier that if it wasn't LeBron, it was either Paul George or trading for Kawhi Leonard. So, they're looking to make a move, and Brett Brown came out and said it, and he's like, this isn't calculus. That's what he said. He said, this isn't calculus. Don't overthink it. We need a superstar.
Yeah.
A vet superstar
we definitely
to help a young team. So, it is what it is. But that's our poll. So we'll just get right into it. And I know there's going to be a lot of LeBron haters out there and not wanting them. Give us another option. You know what I mean? Don't come in just with all the hate. Give us a better option. If it's Kawhi Leonard, tell me what I got to give up. You know what I mean? Because I don't got to give up nothing for LeBron. I just got to give up a lot of coin, right? I don't have to give up a player. I don't have to give up Dario. I don't have to give up Markelle. I don't have to give up on anybody to get LeBron, and I get better with what I already have. JJ said in his presser on his way out, his last one, his exit interview, that, good teams keep guys together. You want to stay together. You don't want to jump teams. You know what I mean? It's not.
Sorry, it's addition without subtraction. You know what I mean? Like when you're in the trading business and stuff like that, then you gotta give up young guys. Now basketball's not as much as like baseball where you have to give up prospects and stuff like that. But you still, if a guy's under contract and you want him, AKA a spelling bee or a Kawhi or whatever you're thinking, right, you're gonna have to give up some pieces, and that's that sucks when it's just about opening up the checkbook. let's go. And I don't understand. Like, I understand sometimes, like, people saying he's always got to have the ball and stuff, like, but I still don't buy it, and I never will. I mean,
Hey, 80s
he's
Lakers.
the best player in the world, so anytime, he wants to come and we can make it work, that's it. Come on.
And we'll
dude.
get into the Chris Broussard in a second.
It's not even a question.
Let me get to the fam real quick, and we're going to answer the question. All right?
By
Let
the
me
way,
get to him
happy
because they're already
Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
to the ladies.
Happy Mother's
And
Day.
the dads being moms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's
Hey,
plenty
if
of
you're
that
a
out there.
hardworking mom, dad, out there.
We love you too.
Absolutely.
Michael Jenkinson, I want him, but I'm not sure how you define whatever it takes. I'm not in for trading Simmons or Embiid. Well, that's irrelevant because you don't have to.
It's
So,
just, we're talking. This is whatever it takes. It's coin.
well, that's when we pass over that one.
All right.
John Malmos, no, I
Coin.
make a deal for someone else. Okay, John, who? Lenny Robinson, King me.
Yeah.
King me. I love it, Len. Woo, I
Playing-
love it.
He's
Sitting
playing
on-
checkers.
Yeah,
And he goes,
sitting on pocket kings, Len.
Well, then he wants to
Absolutely.
double dip you. Then he goes, and Kawhi me. Ooh. Well, then you got to get you're giving up. Then you're giving up. But he wants a double dip, which I'm not. So Rob Taormini. Fuck Bron. Fuck, there's the hate. I knew he was coming because I tagged him. I knew the hate was coming, and it's F LeBron. So, Rob, who else do you want? Because you see the Celtics, okay, and next year they're going to be better. To everybody out there, wake up call, they're going to be better. So how you want to compete? You would assume. You would assume they're going to be better.
I think Kyrie might make
I think
it
he's a
worse.
crumb, but that's
I do
irrelevant.
think he's a crumb.
I think he's a crumb. We talked about it before.
Crumbgate.
But Gordon's not a crumb.
Well, and there's a guy holding the.
Gordon's not a crumb.
There's
Hayward.
a guy holding the clipboard who just won't allow it.
No,
won't
yeah,
allow
he's-
it. He's the next pop, and it didn't take the playoffs for us to understand that. You understand? Like for basketball guys, right? You just go around the league.
Amazing.
A lot of those guys are ex-players, and those guys get chewed up and spit out. There's like Becky Hammond talk. I mean, come on. There's a WNBA. Stop it. All right, and I'm not doing that. And I'm not being that guy on Mother's Day to
Pal
throw.
wouldn't like
I'm
that.
not going to do
Pal
that. I'm not going to be
wouldn't
that
like that.
guy. I don't want to be that guy on Mother's Day to throw
Pal
shade.
wouldn't like
Right?
that.
She's very knowledgeable, and she's coming from Pop, and she's in the war room and around. Stop it. These guys are absolute savages. They don't even listen to Hall of Famers. Right? It takes a certain breed. It takes a certain breed to keep these guys in line. And Brad Stevens is special. Right? That's all there is to it.
Well, we're just talking about keeping up with the Joneses, right?
Yeah,
so keeping up with the Joneses is to me, it's simple. I go get Brian. So we'll keep talking, right? Because we got plenty of people chiming in.
On Mother's Day, Sweeps comes right
Yeah.
for the throat.
Yeah.
Becky Hammond's no.
Yeah, he was threatening.
There was like the it was like the Mortal Kombat finish her.
Finish her, yeah.
He came out like
wasn't
yeah! Head flew off.
You're setting her up for failure. It's not. It's not fair.
No,
There's another league. Just go dominate. Be the greatest of all time in that league. All right? This league will spit you up and chew you out.
Rob,
Everybody, you know what I mean?
Rob
So-
Taormini, right? He said, "Pray for Tom because I'm a bronsexual." Like that's false because I'm a Jordan guy, but I'm also a goddamn realist. And if you want to keep it real here, I can live off of like living in the moment and people saying, people hate greatness in the moment. You want to hate greatness in the moment. You always hate greatness in the moment. Well, I'm not going to live the rest of my life hating greatness in the moment, no matter who they play for. Okay? I'm just going to sit back and let it play, right? And let it play and be
Enjoy
like,
it.
guy's special. Now, is he better than Jordan? To me, no. But that's an argument later on in the show, okay?
Yeah,
but right now,
that's for buddies. That's for drink.
Yeah.
That's for drinking buddies. That's for
You know what
that's
you
for
can
talking
say?
heads and stuff when he's retired, and then you can line the numbers up and do whatever you want. This guy's still playing. We're talking about present day. The best.
The best.
He's the best. All right. Anytime that happens, you open up your doors.
And
hold
probably best small forward.
And
unless
hold
they're
the
the crumb.
Probably
Unless
best
he's a
small
crumb.
forward.
yeah, now hold the Broussard for one more second, okay? Because I want to read off some more, and I know we want to get to that. No, because
Fine.
I'm keep reminding you so we remember to
Do you
talk
want me to
about
say it? I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Mike Parker, fuck. I've got no video, only chat. What?
No video.
Spidey, what the fuck, dude?
What's
Get in the
going
garage.
on,
Let's go.
Spidey?
Yeah, I don't know where you're at, Daddy.
Let's go. Get it. Get on the roof. Get on the roof.
Anthony Rose, Brian, anyone that doesn't want the best player in the NBA is a clown. Oh, real talk.
I mean, that's just fact.
It really is. I mean,
Really.
appreciate it.
But this
Who
is this
doesn't
is
want the best player in the NBA?
no, this is the argument. Doug Zeke, this is the argument, right? He goes, Tom, you got something on your chin. See, you know what I mean? That's their response to me.
You're
That's
blowing-
because I'm a realist.
you're
What,
blowing the
dude?
best player.
What, dude? I want to beat Boston. I want to be on Broad Street. How am I going to get there? The guy wants to play off the freaking ball. We got the best player in the game that's a pass-first guy. I'm not saying the best player in the game that's pass-first running the point because there's no such thing as a pass-first running the point. You know what I mean? In this league anymore. There's not. There's not
he's
many.
Pass first, second, third. So I mean,
Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth.
fourth.
You have
might
to
be
actually hold a gun to his head to shoot.
So, but like, I just don't. It's silly to me. Why would you not want him? You figure 2-3 year deal. Why would you not want him? Why wouldn't you? This is our time gap where we're not mature enough yet to win a title. Like, guess what? We just lost to Boston by 5 games. Now, I know it's a close series, but we lost in 5. Boston, if they beat the Cavs, which I don't think they will, Boston does not take Houston or Golden State to more than 5. So you figure there were that many games back, right? Who's going to make that up, man? You got to bring a superstar in. And the best one out there is LeBron still. I don't give a fuck that these other guys are younger. He's still the best one to get. If you're going to say who would you rather take, Paul George or LeBron, it's not even close to me. Yeah. It's LeBron any fucking 7 days a week.
Yeah, man, with 2
twice
first
on
names.
Sunday.
I've never trusted a guy with 2
No
first names.
fucking
Sorry.
chance. His name better be George Paul. I'd like him better.
Deion Brown says, what up, fellas?
What up, D?
I'm all in for Kawhi and LeBron. I hope they beat Boston, but if they happen to lose, he looks at Philly as a spot where he might be that final piece. And that's spot on, Deion, because that's what we're saying. Either way, he's losing.
I think he's coming
Either
anyway.
way, he's
I think
losing.
He's coming anyway.
Who's Rob talking to? Who's Robbie talking to? Oh, absolutely. What do you think? What do you think? You're in a closed case, a glass
Case of emotion. I got you.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm the publicist.
Tell
I had one in,
over
one
there,
out.
Rob.
I had one in, one out. I couldn't talk right. I'm like, who's talking? I was like, who the hell keeps talking? I'm like, who am I picking up? Who am I picking up?
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm like, who is this? I'm like, who is this? Who is this? I'll never throw you anymore, okay? Because you know we're gonna broaden. If that's really an eagle, I don't know.
You can hear me.
I don't know what the hell that
That's
is. So Lenny says, I'll give up Dario, Fultz, and a 1 for Kawhi. Throw Rocco if needed for salary. So interesting.
Well,
and
think
Chrissy
prior-
says
you know.
sweeps is a Mother's Day savage, and we
You have to throw if you're
What
trying
up,
to get Kawhi, you have to throw.
Yeah.
You have to throw. I would think probably more than that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to want Dario because they don't even see Fultz. So who knows if Fultz is even worth them? I know he's number 1 pick, but I mean, wasn't a very good first year showing out of the guy.
And I think prior to this year's debacle, you might have that discussion, right? But I got to imagine that basketball people like us, or we're not even the basketball people like them who do it for a living, right, are questioning this guy's beanbag. They have to. They have to be questioning that. You understand? Like, the talent's there. The talent's there, but for him to be cleared. And so it's the Spurs, and they want to rush their guy back. Not really. I mean, if they know he's the future of the organization, they're not going to do something stupid that's going to,
Hold on. What did they do last year? Right to your point. Last year they said, "Oh, we're not going to take a chance here. We're not going to take a chance." Right? They brought him back. He got a little banged up, and they said, "That's it. That's it." Right? They did that last year. They took care of him. So I'm 100% in your corner with that. That I want no parts of a guy to me that's sort of checked out somewhere. I don't want checker-outers. I want guys that are striving to be the best of all time. And that's what you got a guy striving
Tremendous
for.
shirt right there. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Punch out,
Look
punch out.
at King Hippo.
Punch out.
Look at King Hippo just looking at me, dude. I'll get you right there, Hippo.
So okay. I hear what you're saying, but something had to happen. Like I know that probably will never come out, but something happened.
Yeah.
Something happened behind the scenes there that he don't want to play there no more. It must be what it is, or something had to happen. Because it was really weird what happened, and we were saying it the whole time. Like, I don't like it.
Yeah,
it smells bad over there.
But even
Some
like
stinks.
even the no,
Some
I
stinks
agree.
over
I
there.
agree with you. But even almost the greatest scandal to rock that organization, right? Tony Parker was fucking Barry's wife, and nobody missed a beat. They just continue to win and play, and nothing happened. All right, so I understand what Willie's saying. I mean, it does feel like something more, but like it doesn't get any worse than that. You know what I mean? Like that's your teammate.
Yep.
And this guy's banging my wife here, and it didn't disrupt anything. We're still
We're still making dishes.
You know,
I'm still finding you in the corner.
Yeah, Pop still kept it going.
I'm still finding you in the corner
they
for
were friends.
3.
Brent Barry?
Oh yeah, they were buddies, all 4 of them.
well,
and then
guess-
Tony Parker. Whoop.
Well, guess what?
Zip, zip,
You know,
zip.
you know who you give that to? You tip the cap to Brent Barry for that. He clearly handled it correct way to keep the team going.
Yep. He was thinking
He
about
threw the
rings.
one to the back burner, kept the team going. That's a classy guy.
He said,
He's thinking about rings. He's thinking about rings.
Hey, we'll talk about this after we get a ring. We'll
He
talk
was
about this
thinking
after
about
we get
rings.
It was a Ricky Vaughn in the clubhouse.
Bones.
But you know who's bigger?
Strike this motherfucker out.
Yeah, that's exactly how it was. You better hit this fucking 3.
Tony Parker.
You better hit this fucking 3.
Tony Parker goes, I didn't know it was his wife. You know?
I didn't know.
I had no idea.
But I hear you, though. I mean, it has that feel to it. Like, what the hell, man? If you can't play, Pop is beloved throughout the league. All right, forget about just being a tremendous coach. He's beloved. I mean, he goes to bat for these guys. I mean, he don't throw nobody under the bus.
Yeah, that's why there's
It is what
an
it
issue
is.
there.
So it just, I don't know.
So back to the poll and just everybody, the LeBron hate. Rob says he's going to leave Cleveland again. And what did he say? He says because he destroys everywhere he goes, and that's false. That's a complete lie. That makes zero sense, and that just fits the narrative of hate, and that's fine. Nicholas
he's been in 2
Tobes,
spots, and he's won both places.
Yeah, it makes zero sense.
And I'm not even a giant LeBron guy anyway.
It's just that the teams weren't even very good besides him. They didn't destroy them. He
Still,
left Cleveland, and they were terrible because they were terrible besides him. Yeah. He came back, and they're good again because he's there. That's why they're good again. It's really not tough to like, what's the one constant that's been happening in the Eastern Conference? He goes to the fucking final.
And you can say that everybody else is bad. That's fine. He still goes.
He still goes. They're all still playing basketball, guys. They're all still getting paid. He goes.
And Nicholas Tim says Cleveland doesn't have the talent Philly does. We won't be left in ruins. And that's a real thing.
Absolutely.
When his time, if it's a 2-year deal, whatever the case may be, when his time's up here,
he's coming here to win with us because of our talent. Yep. If he's coming here because he's like, shit, dude, I can win with that team.
If you don't,
that's why he's gonna come if he comes.
Well,
that's the whole thing.
And you're right.
And guess what? If you look at around the league, we are the most attractive team. I would assume. And it's not if he doesn't stay home. Yeah. I don't want him. I don't think he's gonna stay in Cleveland. But if he does, I could see it. If he goes somewhere else, I don't see him going somewhere else. I really don't. People are talking about him going to Houston. That ain't happening.
Listen,
I don't see that happening. Go to L.A., no chance.
Listen, he loves Ben.
Why go to the West?
He loves Ben. Like Broussard said, wants to play off the ball, wants to pass first, point guard, playmaker. It's everything set up for that. But if you don't want the best player in the game and a winner any way you want to slice it, even though he's lost finals, we get it, but a guy who knows what it takes, okay?
Finals every year.
But the facts are facts. If you don't think he's going to help Ben, Joe, Dario, the list goes, Markelle, right? If you don't think the mental game that he brings and the work ethic, and you think that being great's easy. Like, you motherfuckers sit home on a fucking – now I'm exposed. Now you sit home on a keyboard, played a couple YMCA games, and now want to judge fucking greatness that's right in front of you. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And to think that he's not going to get guys better – I can't. I lost it. When I saw it, I lost it.
That guy was fit.
I was feeling good.
He was rolling, and we were not doing that to him. I just felt like it was there in the moment.
No, it was right. It was fitting.
I love the response.
No, but you're right, though. You're right. And like,
how will you destroy everything, Rob? You sit on the throne of destruction for no reason. There's nothing backing. There's zero backing you saying he's destructive.
The coaches,
zero.
The coaches that he's talking about. One guy has had success overseas.
Miami's
that doesn't play.
Yeah.
Well, no. Sproles, he didn't bat an eye at him.
Miami's still going to the playoffs. The other guy is good because he's not there anymore.
Yeah, the other guy is an overseas monster. It's a different game. It doesn't translate in the NBA. That guy wanted to do it his way, and he didn't want to talk to the best player in the world. There's the door. Sorry.
Yep.
I got to have a little input. You understand? And as far as Tyronn Lue, he's a puppet. We know that from day one. So, at least he still has a job. He's still cashing a check. But everybody knows who pulls the strings there. That's because he's not qualified. He doesn't belong to be an NBA coach. Right? So, once again, you defer to the best player in the world.
Absolutely.
But Spoelstra's still there. Spoelstra's got a backbone, and he's a good coach. Brett Brown, I don't know yet, but he's been around a long time.
You think Phil wasn't talking to Michael?
Yeah.
You think Phil wasn't talking to Michael?
You
ever
frauds.
see Michael on the court?
You frauds.
First off, Taramina, whatever the fuck your name is, how old are you? Because if you watch Michael Jordan play, nobody talk more than Michael Jordan. All right? He's talking. You think that Phil's calling plays? You're out of your fucking mind. Seriously, get a clue, dude. Where you at, man? Like, it's LeBron James. He runs the fucking league right now.
He says fires his coaches. So that means more than one.
His coaches?
So what are the numerous coaches?
What are we talking about?
Yeah, what are the numerous coaches here, Rob? Because I told you to chime in because we're going to take you to the woodshed. I told you we were going to put you over the fucking knee and expose shit tonight, and that's what we're doing here. And we love to have you because it's a lot of fun, the back and forth. But you're 100% wrong. Wrong. And I'm a LeBron, not a Mr. LeBron supporter. I'm not a flop supporter, but I'm a supporter of the best player in the world. And bringing him here. Let's
just give it to him. Let's just say that he's 100% right. The guy's still been to 8 straight finals.
Yep.
And he's won a few.
So a couple.
Hey, I'll take that.
Yeah. Like, I don't understand.
So we'll give you all that. And I'll take the production. We got a shot.
Hey,
we got a shot.
What do you guys root for?
You know?
Because I'm in it for one thing, okay? I'm in it for one thing, boys. I'm in it to get the Broad Street, right, family? Like, I'm in it for parades.
Let's win
You can be in it for whatever you want. I'm in it for parades. If you're not in it for the same thing I'm in it for, check your pulse, baby. Get out of my fucking huddle because I'm in it to win it. So if you ain't in it to win it and you don't see what we're up against and what we just lost to, wake up. Because Paul George ain't beating them, okay? Okay, wake up call, all right? Let me help you. Paul George ain't beating them. The addition of Paul George isn't going to get us that much better.
And how about this? To the guys that
I got to help the kids tonight.
To the guys, Doug Zeke, this one's for you, buddy. To the guys out there that are saying, I want to win without him. This is how the league is now, okay? You got to bring a superstar in because have you looked around? A lot of teams have multiple fucking superstars. It's the way of the league now. You got to bring one in. Why not bring the best one in the fucking planet in?
Rob's claiming we're mad, right? And Lenny hits him with this.
Ain't nobody mad. It's how we
No.
talk. I got a few more octaves.
Let the family say something. Lenny goes, it's not mad, Rob. It's passion. You still learning?
We are passionate.
You know what I mean? You still learning,
We're very
Daddy.
passionate.
This is learning time. Learn and talk.
Lenny.
Learn and talk.
Pacifier talk.
And he says 3 bronze sexuals. That's his go-to. You got nothing better. First time talking basketball. We get it. We understand it. But like Wilson, if you don't understand what the league's set up for and what everybody does, have you not looked at the Warriors? You think,
Houston.
okay, even if we got there this year, you think we're beating them? You stop it. Or Houston to stop. You need it. Brett Brown said
Oklahoma
it.
City, it didn't work, but
Brett-
they're trying. That's what they're trying to do.
For the people who
They're
just got
trying
in.
to bring superstars in.
For the people who just joined us, Brett Brown said it, and you probably all heard it in the exit interview. It's not calculus. We need a superstar. You need a vet superstar to help these young kids. You need one.
Guess
it's
what?
not calculus. Your
Guess what?
coach said it. Now you're
mad?
mad?
The series, if you take out game 1, 2-5, we outscored Boston by 2 points for the series. But guess what? We didn't execute down the stretch, which goes to coaching also, but also it goes to the young of our players. We don't have a closer in there.
So he doesn't even
We
have
did not
Wow.
score down
But
the
he
stretch.
doesn't even
Down
really-
the stretch of games was brutal for us in that series.
So what
Dude,
is
we
this
don't have an
really?
obsession, Rob. It's just talking about who's like
Whatever.
out of the
Get past him.
Yeah, we're done. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we're
go. Dion says at the end of the day, I'm about 85% sure as of this very day he'll be a Sixers, blue, red, and white. It was only game 1 of that series, but LeBron looked like he wanted out of there, and whatever. You know what I mean?
I think Cavs win this series still, but
me too.
if they lose, it's even better for us, I think, because he's like, I can't play on this team anymore. I got to get out.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And the Cavs shouldn't even be upset if he leaves. He came back and got you the title. Your roster stinks.
I just
Nicholas Term says the downside of LeBron is ticket prices. That's it. That's it.
That's true.
That's it.
But I mean, like it's not baseball, so I'm not sure. Like I know we're gonna skip over that guy because he's just, he's just carrying on right now. But it's not baseball where there's a minor leagues and you can develop guys. Like what is your plan? So your plan still calls for signing somebody else. You just don't like LeBron, so just admit it. That's all you're saying. Because you're not saying, hey, we can win with the squad right now. If you are, pass that crack pipe. You and Zeke and everybody else. Puff, puff, give.
Yeah.
If you think we can win with the current
Puff,
roster
puff, give.
and TLC and Fultz and these guys are going to be the saviors.
We got Jonah Bolden coming.
Hey, Finkel is Einhorn.
Jonah Bolden's coming.
Come on now. I mean, you fucking Jones and me,
Come
dude?
on, dude.
Come on, bro. All right, it's just Bronhe. That's all it is. All right, this isn't fucking minor league baseball where we can develop guys. All right, there's a Gatorade league. Cool. All right, that's cool. That's great. A Gatorade league. That don't mean nothing. All right, knock it off. All right, we got to fucking sign somebody.
It's the guys that can't make the league are on the
just say that you hate LeBron. That's all. We are not bronze-sexuals. He's the best player in the world, so I'm okay with that. Like I'll open my door for that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I'm
close
okay.
it.
I'm okay with that guy. Yeah, come on.
And he said he would rather go winless than sign the piece of shit.
There you go.
So he has a hatred.
That just tells you. That's
See, it's
just
a
tells you.
hatred.
It's all-
It's a hatred.
Yeah,
And that's-
that's
and
just-
and that's not a good sports
That's
talk.
where the conversation
That's not a good
ends.
conversation. That's
If
not a
you
debate.
had something, we would allow it. We'll allow it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
How
have
about
it.
this?
You don't
How
have
about-
anything.
I said, give me
even
something
if you
better.
sign
Hold
him-
on. I said, give us something better. Did I not? I said, bring us something better to the table than LeBron, and then we'll wait and we'll talk about
There
it.
isn't anything
But you had
better.
nothing better. You had nothing better.
It's nothing.
Go ahead.
There is
Sorry.
nothing. There's nothing
I had to
better.
get that out before I
But I'm
left
saying,
out.
like, if you really do want to sign someone, though, you sign the best player. He's the best
Yeah.
player available. That's
Common
the guy,
sense.
that's the guy you want to sign. And even if he signs here, and let's say we don't win a title, which I think we will, right? But let's say we go to the finals twice, we don't win a title, right? But you still see it's a guy who's 15 years in the league, who's been doing it at the top of the level this entire time, who's a good guy outside of of the game itself. He's not getting in trouble and shit.
Yeah.
So that's not a bad guy to have around these young guys and have them learn from. That's always a good thing. So there's no downside. But I think we would win a title. But we definitely go to the final. You won't fucking stamp that. If LeBron comes here, we go to the final next year. I don't care what anyone says. I will bet anybody money on that.
Well, how about Mike
anybody
Parker?
Money.
How about Mike Parker's comment, right? He said,
Spidey!
He said, I wanted to try to win without him this year, and we saw that wouldn't work, okay? Sign him. Back up the Brinks truck, Daddy. I love it.
Back
I
it
love
up.
it.
Give him 10%.
Back him up, Daddy.
Give him 10% of the team. Who cares?
Joey, get his last name right, because I won't. You're a wordsmith.
Polishensky.
I love it. That's
So
what I got.
Polishensky.
That's what I got to the guy. You got talent all around you. Greatness doesn't work alone. Greatness doesn't work alone.
Sounds like a good Polish fellow. Sounds like a hell of a good Polish fellow.
He said, "I'll give up
Like
every
that guy.
first-round pick for the next 3 years of San Antonio too. We got to go hard and get both of these guys."
I mean, if you want both,
I'll give up.
both.
Listen, Joey.
You're gonna have to give him Dario and Foles.
Hold on. I'll give you my first-round picks for the next 6 without giving up any players if you
And
could.
someone said
you know what I mean? Like I would just
someone
give
said
you every
Rocco.
first round and Rocco.
First off, I'll give Rocco away for nothing.
Nothing.
Literally, no. You don't have to give us anything. Just pick him up. We're not even going to pay for him to get on the plane. Just pick him up.
You want to read Rick's and handle that one?
Okay, his says, build your team from the draft. Nobody want to build their team like the Warriors. And someone liked that, too. I don't know who even liked it, first off. But why would you not want to build your team like the Warriors? The Warriors, when they win the title this year, will have won 3 of 4, and the only one they lost is when they had the best record ever in the fucking history of the NBA. Why would you not want to build your team like the Warriors?
And a 3-1
Do you not want to win championships?
Did they not
Do you
win?
hear
Did they not
yourself
build through the draft, though,
fucking
initially?
talk? Do you
Hold
hear
on.
yourself talk?
They did not build through the draft
3-1
initially?
And they did
They
build
built
through
through
the
the draft initially. You build
They did.
It's the
draft.
process.
They signed Durant. They built through the draft, signed Durant. They drafted Draymond Green. They drafted Steph Curry. They drafted Klay Thompson. And they said, hey, Kev, come on here?
Yep.
Come on here, buddy?
And even before Kev, they started playing defense. All right, that was
And the people that say he's going to stunt Joel and Ben's growth, show me a guy who LeBron's played with who's played better when he hasn't been with LeBron.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
We'll wait for that one, too.
I'll wait.
Deion Brown goes at Rob.
Not counting Chris Bosh, who took a back seat. Everyone knows that.
Well,
but
he
he
almost
still won titles.
He almost died.
Still won titles with Miami.
Deion Brown says, Rob, you need your brain examined. Say we don't need him. You're tripping. What's a year or two with the best player in the world right now, bro, and tons of question marks?
Absolutely.
You just sound stupid.
Absolutely. You can like that post.
I did, and I like you, Rob. Rob, I love you. We agree on so much shit. This is the only thing we're not going to ever agree on, and that's just the way it's going to be. Sean Spielman. Rob, are you mad LeBron did the decision show? Because it still obviously hurts your vagina. Rob is
Spells.
Rob is Billy King fucking with you guys. No one is that dumb other than Billy King.
That is true. Billy King is dumb.
I was going to say, that's not a good comp.
No.
Like, if they're talking about you on ESPN and they compare you to Billy King.
Yeah, Rob. If
Ruh-roh.
you're to
Unless they're talking about how you stole money, there ain't nothing good about me and Billy King.
Right? Or, you're as bald as Billy King. Fuck, man. I get that sometimes.
Some jabroni taking shots at Wilson, saying, Wilson, you are completely wrong. This isn't real talk. Yeah, Jimmy, you're the same guy asking for like $6,500 in an investment.
Is that Jimmy Schwartz?
Yeah, but you won't say
Who is this guy?
Yeah, who are you? Who? Nobody knows. Yeah, you know
First
what I
off,
mean?
nobody listen to that clown.
Yeah,
I spammed him.
He's gonna try to
saw
ask you for
you two.
$6,500 for no reason. That's
there.
real talk,
I don't
Daddy.
know what's going
Hold
on.
on.
Spammed
This is
away.
real talk. Don't ask me for $6,500 without an email explaining what the fuck your business is about. And then even then, we need to sit down and talk. That's not how business works, Daddy. Okay? Clueless. Moving on.
I don't know who that guy is. Keeps sending me messages while I'm at work. Leave me the fuck alone, dude.
Michael
I don't know who
Thornton.
the fuck you are.
Most young players look up to Bron. The entire mindset would change for the better again. Completely agree, Mike. Completely agree, brother. And Joey says, hey, guys, we taking Fulton and Dario to the airport for Kawhi. That's the true story.
I mean, listen. If they want to make a move for Kawhi, I love Dario. I love to keep Dario. But I'm not against. Like you said, I know something smells over there, but I loved 2 years ago. You asked me my favorite player in the league.
Yeah.
I tell you, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Love Kawhi Leonard's game.
I mean,
and he does it everywhere on the floor.
He's both ends. He's both ends. Guy.
Yeah, he does
that's
everything
huge.
on the floor.
That's huge. No, he's a superstar.
He's a superstar.
The red flag. We didn't like the red flag. That's all. So
Superstar. Shit, first off, if you get Kawhi, if Kawhi's healthy, and you get Kawhi and LeBron on the same team, oh my God. We might win 80.
look away. Look away.
80 and 2. They sat LeBron in quiet game.
Yeah, don't
80 and
maybe
2.
not let the kids watch. Just look away. I mean, it's fucking 81 and a half to and a half or something. Somehow we lose like and fucking power went out. We lost a half again.
What is it? Bob Harmon says Fultz and Dario stay, so he wants to keep them too.
I like Dario. I like Dario a lot. I really do.
No problem
I love
with that,
his game,
Bob.
and he's also only 22. And like we said, Fultz terrible first year out of Fultz, but no one's ready to throw a 20-year-old, say that he's never going to be a good player.
No, absolutely not.
And
I'm not there yet.
No, not off to Walt Whitman, but if it involves a trade, absolutely.
Well, let me see another year.
Giddy up.
Let me see another sample
Giddy
size.
up.
I'd like somebody to smack him in the face, smack some sense into him.
I mean,
Well, I think Bron.
I'm not going to drown him.
I'm thinking
but
if you
you're
sign
talking
LeBron,
about,
I'm not gonna get rid of Fultz
I
and
know, I'm
Dario
saying that trade,
because
though.
to me, I want to see
Well,
a year.
if San Antonio wants him, then hey.
I want to see a year of Fultz. Because he could be a star. You don't know that. You know what I mean? He could be a star, and then you got a guy who's only 20. You know what I'm saying? So that's a tough one to me. But to sign LeBron's easy. Trading Dario and Fultz are tough to me because Fultz is such an unknown. Because with the sample size is so small. And you assume if you sign LeBron, it's going to help everything, right?
What if you do that and Dario becomes a star, Fultz becomes a star, and they draft Markelle Bridges at 10 who becomes a star, and you're like, what the fuck did we just do?
What are you doing? Yeah, what do we do? Yeah, it could happen like that.
Kawhi comes here and gets hurt.
Because you know how good Dario is. We know how good Dario is.
2 years in a row.
And hold on, real quick. Is Dario not got?
LeBron never hurt. Kawhi's been hurt 2 years in a row.
And hold on, real quick. Has Dario not got better every year so far?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So, I mean, that matters to me. And he's a worker. He's tough. That's a guy who can win in the playoffs. That's a guy that I feel is going to show up at least in every game.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be there. He's going to be tough. He's going to be physical. And that's a guy I'm not in a rush to get rid of. You know what I mean? That's a guy I'll never be in a rush to get rid of.
What happens if we swing and miss? What's the next plan? Let me ask you.
Well, okay, no LeBron.
So no LeBron, no George,
Kawhi.
no Kawhi.
Yeah.
In
What's the
my
next
opinion,
plan?
you draft somebody.
You got your GM hat
I would
on.
love. I'd love
where we at cap?
Oh, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Markelle Bridges. I want Markelle Bridges at 10. I really do. I just love the kid's game. I fucking hate Villanova. Everyone knows this. Love Markelle Bridges' game. Okay?
Yes,
but if we swing and miss, the guy who I think is the best fit for our team is a free agent next year, and you do what you can to get him, and that's Klay Thompson. Because I love Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
I think Klay Thompson, another guy, does it both ends of the floor.
Yeah.
Another guy that would be amazing addition to our team. Granted, I'd rather get someone this year and be, win a title next year.
You know what I do?
But
How
I'm
about
fine with bringing Klay Thompson.
How about a smaller signing like
I-
Jabari Parker or somebody? I mean, I know he's got the health injuries too, but I'm saying.
I'm just going to throw a name out. It's not a guy.
There's a couple guys like a smaller.
I'll
you're
look for
gonna
some
have
toughness.
To. You're gonna have to.
I'm going to look for
You
some
need a guy
toughness.
that can make a bucket on his own.
Yeah.
If you can't get these top three guys, right? If it's not going to happen for you, then maybe you try to find another guy that at least can create a shot on his own, because that's kind of what we were missing in that Boston series. We had a bunch of shooters. We had Ben, who's not going to shoot, and no one else is going to create their own shot. Markelle
there you go.
could be that guy.
Well, there you go. There you go.
That takes out a guy like Trevor.
Well,
Ariza.
I'm saying,
guy
look,
sits in the corner and
Yeah.
Ben will find
I'm
him,
looking-
but we don't. We have.
I'm looking like, okay, if you,
Ariza
if
plays
you
can't
better-
put it on the floor.
Ariza plays better
Yes, he
D,
does.
though,
Yes, he does.
than Ersan and Belly. So if you wanted to switch him
Yeah,
in for
yeah,
one of them, I'm fine with that.
Yep.
all right, if you swing and miss on all of them,
Yeah.
I'm staying put almost. Besides, like a mid-level guy, just because I'm gonna try to bring back the guys that are leaving, like Redick, Ersan and Marco. Then I want all three. I want to try to bring all three of them back if I can. Not like I'm talking about like 1 year deals here. I'm not talking about none of these guys deserve long-term extensions here.
I'll give JJ a 2-year deal if he wants to go.
But you see where I'm going with it, and then I'm really banking on Markelle growing. And Ben and Joe getting better and better.
Well, they're gonna all get better.
And then
you
the
Markelle thing
you hold
just fucks
on.
with
You know what I mean?
it's
And then
sad.
you get a Bridges or whatever at 10, and you're better there too. You got deeper there as well. So you know what I mean? If you swing a miss on all three of the top level guys, you look for a guy like, I'm not saying this guy particularly because you're gonna freak out, but like a Lance Stevenson type, a guy who's been in the playoffs. I'm not saying him, but a guy who's been in the playoffs, can get a bucket on his own, has a little bit of freaking toughness.
If we get LeBron, we're definitely not gonna sign Lance Stevenson. Fucking blown
No,
in the
we
ears
were
with
saying
CJ.
mid-level guys. We're talking mid-level guys. If you don't get LeBron, like if you don't get
I got
LeBron,
it.
some mid-level guys. That's a guy who at least had some toughness that I would take a look at,
I don't like Lance Stevenson.
and I don't have to pay him a lot of money for a long time. I look at it like that. I'm just going to go fill some toughness at the. Listen, I need a wing defender. At least I know he'll blow on somebody and get up and shit. You know what I mean? At least I know that. At least I know he'll get up in somebody.
Will he?
Born in Rocco. Are you kidding me?
Listen, I hate Rocco.
I like Lance defensively. Lance has always been a tough guy to me. The antics or whatever, people don't, some of she doesn't like, whatever. But he's always been tough. I'll take toughness.
Brooklyn guy.
You know what I mean? I'll just take his toughness. That's all I'm saying. I'm not.
I got you.
Who else mid-level? Lenny says Clay's not leaving Golden State. Move along. I completely agree, Len.
But why though? They're paying everybody else huge money. I mean, someone's gonna not be able to get money there. Somebody's not getting money. Might as well be Clay.
Rick Lavelle says Klay Thompson's going to be a great free agent pickup for the Knicks. Listen, Clay's already talking about an extension there. Like, to Lenny's point, he doesn't want to go. And he's not going to go to the Knicks of all places. Why would he go there? I mean, that makes no sense. Well,
the Knicks fans are just hoping on,
they're praying.
hoping onto a dream, man.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm not mad at you, Rick. You pray.
Yeah.
Oh, Strong Spillman's got to go, and Avery Bradley would be a good pickup for the Sixers off superstar status. You know what I mean? As a name.
Yeah.
I like Avery.
Bradley D's up at least.
Yep.
Yeah.
He definitely
like
D's
I said,
up.
you got to go back to the drawing board. If we swing and miss, you got to go to the drawing board and then put as many pieces as you can together. Because, like you said, offensively, I don't know how many of those guys are out there. But when you're talking defensively on the wing, like you said, there's going to be guys like Luke, Embiid, Abate, with the Rockets right there. There's a toughness and stuff like that. There's a toughness guy. That's what I'm
We've
saying.
had him before
He might
too.
be the guy. That's a guy like you said, get up in you and a great team guy, real good role guy, but not a guy that's going to give you any offense. So you got to get a couple pieces.
Yeah, my issue with, like you said, Jabari Parker can score buckets, but Jabari Parker doesn't play defense also. So that's my issue with that.
Well, I think I threw Lance in the mix just because we need a wing defender.
Yeah, I know.
And Avery Bradley was another great name because he'll D up. I know it's a guard, but he'll D you. And the more guys you can get that can D up, you saw what just happened to you, right? You didn't have enough wing defenders.
Sometimes the light bulb goes off. I mean, Wilson.
But TJ's here, so there's no room for
Willie's
that.
100% right about Parker. But sometimes, change of scenery, the light bulb goes off. Durant never played defense. I mean, before his last 2 years.
Never like he has.
Yeah, never how he has the last 2 years. He really decided, like, they need me to play D.
Is the knee part of that, though?
An offensive, juggernaut. But
is the knee part of that, though, with Jabari?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that part of probably just the, not 100 on both sides of the floor.
Not a great defender at Duke either, but I hear you. I mean,
no, he's not a great defender. He's just a scorer. You're talking about a guy creating his own shot, but expect him to miss 42 at least. You know what I mean? You're buying into that. I mean, that's a trend that's been going on for a minute of him missing too many games, and that's the only thing that scares me away from that. But everywhere like Lance seems to be, though, back to Lance, he always makes the playoffs. So how bad of a dude, locker room guy is he?
But I mean, if you're talking injuries, like Willie said, then
you know what I mean? How bad of a guy is he? He's always in the
There's no more
dance.
glaring than Kawhi. I mean,
that's what scares me. That's why I don't give up that. Sweeps, that's the reason I don't give up it.
I'll tell you what.
And then the extra. Like, why didn't you play when everybody said you were cleared to play? You said go talk to your doctor. Who's your doctor?
Yeah.
Hold on. You have another doctor?
What is this?
You're not Tom Brady, Daddy. You don't have like somebody else. Like you're not a go. You're not a guy to be like, I got
your
it.
kid.
Yeah.
My people will talk to your people. Like, you shitting me?
You
got people? Fuck, I want people.
By the way, guys. By the way,
a lot of good names.
I fully expect us to sign one of these top 3 guys. I really do. I think that we are the most attractive team on the market.
Yep. It's not old. It's not the old 10-9-8, baby. The process has been trusted, and this is what the process has been set up for. But listen,
this is exactly what
a lot of
people
great.
are like, trust the process. That's what it was for.
We got a lot of great vet names getting dropped in here, and I got to get to them. Okay.
Right.
Anthony Scott Jr. says Jamal Crawford for the cheap. It's a good name. Guy who can score.
He can fill it up.
Yep. Not going to play
not
probably
play
much
defense, but he can be a 6-man type.
Yeah. He can run your second team. He can score in your second team.
Oh, he can definitely be your scorer.
GMB Campo said Jimmy Butler, but I don't think he's.
Yeah, but he's signed though, isn't he?
Is he signed? Yeah.
He's locked up. Minnesota ain't going. Minnesota just traded away guys to get him. I don't see him leaving there.
Rick Lavelle says a lot of teams going to drop games for Zion Williamson. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of tanking next year. There'll be a lot of tanking probably.
Yeah, he's signed. Here's
and Wiggins is signed too, GMB. But I like Wiggins as well.
They're all signed. I mean, these are the if you want me to go top 20, I'll go top 20 right here. But it's Durant, it's Bron, it's George, Paul, Cousins, Capella, DeAndre, Aaron Gordon, Julius Randle, Jabari Parker, Isaiah Thomas, Tyreek Evans, Zach LaVine, Melo, Derek Favors, Trevor Ariza, Enes Kanter, Will Barton, Nurkic, which I love, and Avery Bradley at 20 and JJ at 21. There's a whole list.
There's a couple bigs I liked. I liked Randall a little bit. I liked
DeAndre Jordan.
I
mean, I know it's a boatload you got to throw him, but I mean, and I know we have a big guy, but man,
I like Randall.
I like towers.
I like Randall.
I like a couple towers.
Me too. I was looking for a miss.
Antonio 99.
Fuck him and Ben will be like, I'm no longer the worst free throw shooter. All right, so I feel a little bit better. Yeah, we're talking about mental. Ben had a little bit of. We were worried about his mental psyche. We got Bring in DeAndre.
I was love.
They're fouling Ben DeAndre.
I always like Julius Randle in that draft, and I wouldn't mind, taking a look at him
I feel
playing
like
the
Julius
four.
stepped up a little bit this
He's
year.
tough.
Good year. Great
Tough.
year.
And he's tough.
I think he stepped up this year.
Great year.
I do,
Winner.
You
He's
know,
in college.
You know,
Guy won a little bit.
He's been hurt a little bit, but a guy I do like and who can score and he's extremely athletic is Zach LaVine. I do like Zach LaVine.
Yeah, that's a guard though. We just have too many. You know what I mean? That's a tough spot. We got. And the funny thing what sucks about it
get
is
his own shot. I mean,
we got to talk
we were
3-4s.
talking about that narrative, so
We're talking threes.
He fits that.
But in the 3 or 4 spot, that's the problem though. The guy's got to create a shot playing in 3 or 4 because we have too many guys.
Yeah, his name's LeBron.
Exactly. But we were going outside of LeBron.
Or Paul.
Yeah.
Outside of LeBron and them guys, like to your question, you know what I mean? Who was it? But whatever.
Jabari Parker, I guess. But he doesn't play defense.
Chris, that's right, guys. It's all but final. James is coming to Philly. Everything I told. Yeah, he said,
Source man.
Chris,
Source guy.
Chris, going back to the source. Chris, I got a phone call from a freaking AD in the area saying that they were touring the school. 3 months ago? That the wife was coming to tour the school in New Jersey. It was already done. You know what I mean? I was telling people we went live. Remember?
It was during All Stars.
I came running down
the All Star weekend.
It was lazy booking was on. I came sprinting down the stairs, so excited, telling everybody, and then we all went and talked about it as a family afterwards. We were jazzed up. So he was already looking.
We're still jazzed up.
4-2 Caps going to the third. It could be the monkey
Caps
off
4-2?
4-2 Caps going to the third.
What's the score of the MLB game right now?
4-1 Nats.
Yeah, of course it is. 4-game sweep.
There's been about 4 of them. The Reds over the Dodgers, free falling. I mean, geez and crackers.
Yeah, Dodgers are in big trouble.
So our poll, if you're just joining us, and most people aren't, but if you are, we get back to it. We circle back around. Where the Philadelphia 76ers prepared to do whatever it takes to get LeBron James. Are you 100% in or hell no? And if you're hell no, honestly, we don't know what the fuck to tell you. We can't help you. We can't help hell no. If that makes 0 sense to anybody sitting here or any smart basketball guy. That's it. The only way you're hell no is if you're such Bron hate that it's just overwhelming where you can't think normally or clearly on a topic, right? This isn't us crowning LeBron James as the greatest of all time. This is us saying the best player in the world right now, geniuses. If he wants to come here, we'll open the door, we'll come in, and we'll do everything but get on our knees and blow him. You understand what we're saying?
Just go around to the different sports.
I love the guys that
if you go around to the different sports. Sorry, I'll be quick. If like a guy like Harper. Everybody hates Harper, but he's a pretty good addition to your right field. If you're a Philly fan, you might not like him. He's got he's a hate to face guy. Yeah. He cries, whatever. But
he hasn't been as much of a diva recently, though.
Yeah,
but ever since Papelbon choked him,
you take him.
He's really matured.
You know what I mean? He jellies up your lineup a little bit. No.
Yeah, he's decent. He's a decent player.
Yeah, you don't have to like him.
Pretty good start.
I told you I have a phenomenal conspiracy theory. Did I run that by you yet?
I'm run it by.
I mean, it's baseball talk, but we can run right into it. I don't care.
Nah, I mean, we'll circle back to the Sixers in a minute.
So you look at the Phillies right now, right? The Phillies are playing good ball, and we thought, especially after they signed Arrieta, that we have a good team.
Yeah.
And we could definitely challenge for.
Some guys are saying 90.
Yeah,
it's not crazy.
He said more than that. I think he said 94.
No, I didn't.
I think
he said 92.
94.
Calm down. We'll roll the tape.
I say 94.
He said 119.
Roll tape of 94.
119. Stop it. Now words are being put in mouth.
I think there was a 94.
Now words are being tossed in mouth.
Anyway, let me go. So
now how about you?
So guess what? If you look at it though, you look at the fact that we pretty much everyone thought that J.B. Crawford wasn't ready to hit yet in the majors, okay? And it shows he's not as good of a fielder as Freddie was. So Freddie, we would be better if Freddie was on the team right now. But since we traded him, to me it's kind of I think they brought him up like we're going to bring JP up. We know that he's probably not going to succeed this year. He's probably going to play poorly, and we can use that to why we try to sign Manny Machado to play shortstop. And I know Clintac loves him. And guess what? You can bring Manny right on in. You can slide him right at short. JP, see ya. It's been fun. I don't care where the fuck he go.
Yeah.
Bring Manny right on in. Superstar, dude. I'd bring him right on in. And guess what? I'll still offer Harper $500 million. Bring them both in. Bring them in. Bring them in.
In baseball, I'll spend a shit ton. That's
who cares?
Money that's zero.
It's luxury.
Zero
it's
meaning
monopoly
of
money.
anything.
Who cares?
Don't listen to the investment. Don't listen to the investment from that guy, Prime Meridian, because they're all lying. what are we saying here? Rick Laval, I don't see LBG leaving Cleveland again, but that would be a dangerous team if LeBron goes to the Sixers. Yeah, absolutely yeah.
Absolutely.
I think if they didn't win, like I hear what you're saying, if he didn't bring that one championship, that they've been had in every sport in 50-something years, then absolutely, then I think they'd burn him again. And but the fact that he got one, I think he got that pass to walk out the door again.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Let's say they get like the 5th pick this year. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
and they know how hard he plays.
It's like, what are you gonna do? The guy's 34 now.
Yeah.
He's trying to get another ring. Like, you really want him to get stuck in Cleveland?
Yeah,
Your
if
team
you
stinks.
have a pair of eyeballs as a fan, you're seeing, obviously it would rip, it would suck for you. But you see what the guy do. You got to respect what he does and what he brings to the table and what he's actually, what he's doing with a bunch of jabronis. You know what I mean? The guy's just carrying this team. Trying to get across the finish line. Trying to get across the finish line.
We need to go down there and list the guys who stink on that team.
I mean, first off, I'll tell you right now. I said it already. I still think they're going to beat Boston and win this series. I don't think that they're going to win I think whoever wins Houston, Golden State, which is going to be Golden State.
I got the Celtics, but I would never bet against them.
I think that the Cavs win the series, and I think they're going to lose in the finals. But if somehow they win the finals this year, which that's like fucking saying Troy's going to beat Alabama. It's like it's not going to happen. Right, but if it happens, he's probably gonna have to average 50 a game in the finals. I mean, if that happens, then we can start talking Jordan. All right, we can start talking then. I'll tell you that. I might tip the scale.
If he beat them with this team, absolutely.
Because they're just bad.
Yeah.
And Golden State is so loaded, it's ridiculous. I love Houston. I know going into the year, I said Houston.
Yeah.
And we were talking about they start
It's Golden
tomorrow.
State.
They start for tomorrow for some fucking reason. They've both been done since Tuesday. Series starts tomorrow. Fucking retarded. But.
One was at 3:30. Why not one at night?
How about yesterday? Why didn't they start from Saturday? Is there a what's going on? Is there a rodeo in Houston? Well, what's going on? Right? I don't get it. So
clown talk.
But what I want to know is though, I think Golden State wins in 5.
Yeah.
And I love the Houston
Maybe
team.
4.
I just don't. Golden State's so good. They're so good.
Yeah. All right, real quick.
Golden State in 5. Yeah.
Ryan said he would lose his mind if he went to the Lakers. There's no shot of him going to the West.
I just don't think. Listen, I know he's got houses in L.A. Everyone's Colin Coward's like, he's coming to L.A.
When you're a billionaire, you got houses in L.A. Billionaires have houses.
I was gonna say everyone that has that kind of money has a house in L.A.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
When
a fact.
you
And
got-
they probably has one in Miami.
Yeah.
Let me guess, he's got one in New York and Miami too. Oh shit.
when you got a ton of cabbage, the real estate.
That's what you buy.
That's what you buy. Yeah. Stuff with substance.
you buy
that you
houses.
can sit on and
Yeah.
rent out and do whatever you want. Or
Idiots-
just live in them.
Idiots buy cars.
Oh,
Smart
my God.
people buy land.
Yeah.
We have a Pelicans.
Yeah.
We
They're
have
not making more of it.
We have a Pelicans fan who's streaming. He says Cousins comes back and LeBron to the Pelicans and they beat the Rockets and the Warriors. That's cool in NBA 2K.
That's cool.
That works. It works.
Guess what? I had another one. I had one today. Someone told me that Boston's going to trade Kyrie for Kawhi, and then LeBron's going to sign with Boston. I said, I don't see that happening. First off, and I said, and if it did, what a slap in the face to Kyrie that would be, right? Like, oh, you leave Boston to win it, then you get hurt, they trade you, LeBron goes there and they win it with him. But there's no fucking way that happens. No chance.
And then Jay Wilson says LeBron's not going to the Pelicans.
No chance.
Deion Brown says Cavs won't win the finals, not with that team of truck drivers.
Yeah,
even better for us. Agreed. Yeah. Mike Parker, because then he realized even more after he goes against the Warriors, like, oh my God, I got to get more talent.
Spidey.
Mike Parker says,
when he averages 44 a game, they get swept.
He's like, it's like all good pro golfers have a house in Florida. Yeah. That's what you do.
Let me guess, you got
when
a house
in Rome.
Let me guess, you
when
got a house
in Rome, you know what I mean?
You got a house in
Income tax.
Jupiter? Let me guess. House in Jupiter? Christ.
House in Jupiter. Chad Holston.
House in Venice?
Hell no. Max Money. Who can't we keep if he comes here? This team is nice. Work on developing Simmons, Jumper, and Fultz, and we have the 10th and 26th pick next year. We don't need him. Trust the process. All right.
The process is about bringing in – the process was about getting young talent so the superstar would want to come here. This is the process.
This is what the
LeBron
process is
signing
defined for.
is the fucking process. And if you don't see that, then walk outside, okay, pick up a rock, smash yourself in the face with it.
Because it can't
Wow,
go. It can't go on for 20 years.
Rock talk.
Right? Or it's not the process.
Then it's not the process anymore.
You'd have to change the thing. Like,
It's not the
trust
process.
the marathon. You know what I'm saying, my man? Like, I love you chiming in and stuff, but I mean, it's only a process is a window. You know what I mean? It's not.
It's
it's not forever.
It's already been 5 years. How long?
You know
How much longer are we going to use this fucking thing?
Not forever.
Like one of these years we'll win. You know what I mean? Fuck.
Listen, you know what I'm tired of? What was his name again? Chad. You know what I'm tired of? Talking about next year's picks and what picks we have. I don't like
give a
that
fuck
talk.
what picks we have.
I'm done with
I'm
done with the pick talk. You know what I mean? I'm in the win now talk. Now it's win now mode. All right, we don't have forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, these kids are gonna be here forever, but go. You can rush it. You know what I mean? You just went. You were just in the playoffs in the second round further than you thought you would go after 26 wins. You know what I mean? The year before. Think about how far you come. All right, now take the one extra step now and get yourself to the finals.
Yeah, there's certain things that you got to expedite. You know what I mean? Like, Easy Pass is a fucking genius invention. You know what I mean? Like, you know, who the fuck wants to pay a toll? Just sit in the fucking right lane and go. Right? I mean, so we got to, we can't sit there forever. And just like I said, injuries, knock on wood, things happen. When you had a chance to win now, your window closes. You got to go.
Yeah.
You got to go.
And Bob Hartman says the 10th pick might end up in Boston depending on the lottery. Yeah, 2 to 5 go to Boston. 1 and 6 to whatever goes to us. That's how it works. 2 to 5 would go to Boston, which isn't happening.
Yeah, I mean, we have to really catch a lot of luck to get in the top 5.
No. Well, Lakers would. It's a Lakers pick.
So
it's either 1 goes to us, which isn't going to happen, and 2 to 5, which most likely isn't going to happen because they're projected to be 10. So we're probably going to get it, and it's probably going to be somewhere from 8 to
hopefully
12.
It's 6.
You know, hopefully.
Hopefully it's 1.
Yeah, oh my God. Then
we'll fuck it up again.
DeAndre Ayton or Porter?
I'll take Porter.
Jay Wilson says, that's the only way to finish the process is to get Bron because the Celtics is about to be the best team in the East. Yep.
Is his last name Wilson?
Yeah, Jay Wilson.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy. I mean, we're thinking together already. I'm right with you. You know?
Dion.
Hope the family's doing well. Maybe we're related somewhere.
I love it. Dion's putting lineups out. You know what I mean?
What do you got, D?
Dion's got lineups coming out. I love it.
He goes LeBron, Ben, Embiid, Dario, re-signed JJ, almost automatic finals appearance with the win.
It's guaranteed.
Ben will be 100% better, and Fultz will be a force as well. I agree. I know Ben's going to get better. I really think Fultz is going to be good. And more so because I fucking hate Tatum. He's good, but I fucking hate him. Something about he's a hate to face to me.
I don't like it. Yeah,
I don't like him. I don't like him.
Got a little weird
I
smirk.
almost agree with Brian Clanton. If I would have saw him, I would have said,
grow a mustache or don't. It's too small.
But newsflash, everybody, we weren't getting Tatum at 3. Okay?
Boston was going to take him 1.
Fultz and Tatum, we would have been stuck with the Jabron, or we weren't going to take Mitchell at 3. Okay, so you would have been stuck with
Jackson.
You would have been stuck with Jackson. Or Lonzo. We don't want no part of that circus.
I don't know. I just don't want Lonzo because of his father. Lonzo's not
you see what I'm saying?
Lonzo's not a bad
so
player.
You're in a spot where,
and
you know what?
Josh Jackson ain't a bad player either.
This is what we were in the worst spot.
They both had better years than Fultz.
Yeah, sure.
We were in the worst spot, right? We were in the worst spot sitting at 3.
Better years than Fultz.
Agreed. We were in the worst spot sitting at 3 right there. So sitting at 3, we were in a bad spot. So it's like, okay, the phone rings. You're going to have a freaking pick that doesn't even matter to you. It's an extra pick from Sacramento. You don't give a shit about that. And the rights to certain picks in the Lakers or whatever. And you're moving up 2 spots to get the overall best player in the draft, which everybody was saying. The consensus number 1 overall player in the draft. It wasn't a lie on who the number 1 overall player in the draft was, everybody. You're right. It wasn't. It was Fultz.
always makes great decisions, though. So as soon as he calls, you should be like, something's not right here. It's hanging the phone.
No, absolutely. But that doesn't mean Fultz can't be a star.
Are we Billy King right now? Hang the phone up.
You know what I mean? It doesn't mean he can't be a star. Now, from what it looks like, it didn't get off to a good start. But did it get off to a good start with Joe? Did it get off to a good start with Ben? Now this was a little different.
They weren't on the court though at all.
No, but I'm saying when he was on the court, he didn't look bad. He still showed flash being able to get to the rim, to the bucket. He didn't shoot.
He can't shoot though.
All right, but
That's
you
not
hope.
good.
You hope that just.
We already have a star player that can't shoot.
I know. We don't need more.
To add another
You're
one.
right. We don't need more. We don't need more.
Stockpiling.
But he can shoot though, Wills.
He did in college.
Ben never shot. At least Markelle was a stroker.
We knew that Ben couldn't shoot.
Yeah, we knew Markelle could
He
shoot.
has everything up, but
Brian Clan's sitting like, what the fuck is going on?
Markelle
He's like,
did
what the
shoot well.
fuck? He's like,
He's
everybody
got
comes in.
42%
He said, I built a new
from three.
I built a brand new facility in Camden, and everybody comes in here, nobody can fucking shoot no more. Everybody walks in the building, they can't shoot. Reddick's wide open from 3 to put us up 7 in the biggest
First
game.
off,
Now he can't hit made it 3.
And you know what? People are still telling me they want to sign JJ Redick. In my opinion, I don't even sign him again. I'm sorry. That shot was why we signed him. I don't re-sign him because he missed that shot. We're up 4. You're wide the fuck open, JJ. You gotta hit the fucking shot.
Up 2, I think. But
No, it was
still,
4.
okay.
It was 4. It
109,
would have been up.
107,
It would have been the 10. It would have made it 7.
We would have made it 5.
I'll tell you, it would have been 7.
It would have been 7.
Disagree.
It would have been
I'm
7.
telling you, it was
109.
Well, whatever. It don't matter.
Yeah,
It's still
yeah.
big.
He's still big.
GMB
4-point lead,
Campo.
Don't make me take you again, Sweeps.
109,
4-point
107.
lead.
Look it up. Look the video.
Oh, we can look. Someone pull it up.
109, 107. And I'm like, get in there. That's for 5.
For 7.
It was for 7. for
GMB
sure.
Campo, what do you
Sweeps is
think
wrong,
about
man. It's all
Markelle
right.
next year?
I'll
We
look
were
it up.
talking a little bit about it already. Derek Moore says, complete the process, literally. I don't care I don't know why people don't want him. He would make us a contender right away. Philadelphia Sports is the spot for high-priced free agents for every team. Eagles, Sixers, Flyers, Phillies. Let's fucking go, Derek. Hell
go.
yes, Derek. Hell yes. You got Brodo and Parker and other guys. I think Lenny, they're talking. I think they might be talking to PGA right now. They're talking irons. They're talking wedges. You know what I mean?
Hitting wedges, hitting irons.
Mike Parker's in the garage talk.
Garage talk.
They don't, it turned into the PGA fucking tour update in here, which is great.
Are we hitting 24 ounces in the garage?
Now, Jay Wilson says Fultz should be traded. I'm not there yet, Jay. I can't do that yet. I can't.
He's too young. He's too young to do that.
He's a
'Cause
baby.
First off, what are you even going to get for him at this point? No one. He didn't show well enough that you're going to.
Yeah.
Someone's going to pay a lot for him right now.
Yeah.
Who?
So you better hope he pans out.
So hope he does pan out.
You better hope your player
You're kinda
development
fucked.
pans his ass out.
You kind of fucked now.
Don't you? Okay, you're right.
Just read it. Just because, listen, the big fella's
guy's
the best.
deep end.
You
He's
guys
deep
are the
end.
best. But every once in a while, the old man has to come in.
I don't think he's right.
Thought
though.
it was
Well,
7.
no, just read.
It was
just
zero.
read.
Must be a
four.
fake site.
Yes,
Along the
it's
way.
not right.
That's the wrong
It's not right.
We're not
Now,
reading.
now we
We're
got
not reading.
jokes, so I got
We're not
to
reading.
read it. Along
We're
the
not
way.
reading. We're not reading. We refuse to read. We refuse to read that.
I made a post right away
Fake
about
news.
it being up 4 at the time. So I think you're wrong. I'm going to call
Fake
you out.
news.
Wrong.
Go to the memory. Go to the memory. Go to the memories. Deion Brown says, fuck Tatum, nice player, but I'm more concerned with our future baller and Fultz. Fuck everything Boston and Dallas and New York. I agree. That's
Fucking A.
Get
That's
them
like
all.
when we said
Get 'em
happy,
all.
when we said Happy Mother's Day earlier. If you're a Cowboy fan or a Boston fan, it's not Happy Mother's Day. All right, seriously. Hope you had a terrible day.
Thanks.
Hope your kids bought you nothing. Sorry, Rob. We'll just say Boston then. Sorry, Rob.
I was in a cave all day today.
Boston.
No worries.
I do hate Cowboys fans though. Rob gets a pass. Rob gets a pass.
Rob's a good egg.
You know what? I'm not that guy.
You're not.
What,
You're
you're
not
not
a
a
good
good
I
egg.
know I'm not
You're
a
a
good
bad
egg.
egg.
No, I'll tell you what I'm not.
Jesus,
I'm
Rob,
sorry,
I helped you out.
I forgot the word tell.
He goes, I'm
I'll
not.
tell you what I'm not. I'm not this guy that says, "Oh, Cowboys are my team," and couldn't name you 5 players and just fucking rattles off bullshit arguments or whatnot. I'll be the first one to put down my team and praise your team if my team's playing poorly.
Real talk.
Realist.
That's why I get a pass.
Realist.
Bob Harmon says, and Washington and Pittsburgh. Fuck them too.
That's
Okay. Keep it going.
Keep the list going, Bobby.
Deion Brown says they can trade Fultz for me, 6'6", 245. If that's the case, Fultz isn't going anywhere. Yeah, agreed. Lenny says, love Goff, worst player ever. Right there where you land.
Yeah, no. I'm
Spidey,
playing tomorrow. I'm not sure how I'm going to hit him.
Spidey, what was
Mike Park got any tips for me for tomorrow? Let me know.
Spidey? What was all the Tiger talk? You lost by 7. I mean, I kept seeing it. Here comes Tiger. It's sunny. He's roaring. It's Sunday. Red shirt. You lost by 7. I thought he might have been in a playoff or something. I went, what the fuck?
Sweeps.
What the
It's 'cause
fuck?
It's because the new Tiger
What
talk.
the fuck?
The new Tiger talk now is
What the fuck?
Is if he's in the top 5, they start talking.
Oh, yeah. It's
All right. That's all. I didn't know we were lowering the standards. Okay. All right.
Oh, it's way lower.
I didn't know.
It's way lower. By the way, he didn't start playing well until the other dude, Webb Simpson or whatever, was up like 22 shots
Ah,
on him.
okay,
And he's like, oh, I'm start playing well now.
Yeah. A couple wide open layups. I
Yeah.
got you.
Seriously.
Rocco.
Yeah.
Derek Moore said that the opportunity, and then we're going to go take a break, and we're going to head over to YouTube and the site, and you can join us over there, continue the convo. But Derek Moore says if the opportunity presented itself, would you sign LeBron and Paul George? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll bring both in. No problem there. No issues there.
Rocco, see ya.
5-2 caps. They're about to go up. Take 2 on the road.
Oh. I don't like. You know what? I don't like it one bit. I'd rather have the Lightning win. I hate the Capitals.
4-3 Nats. D-backs just got 2.
Guys aren't happy with you, Sweeps.
What's the matter?
Lenny's telling you to watch your mouth.
What about Tiger?
Yup, guys are upset. Ryan's upset. He's about to jump. Parker's jumping.
Go ahead and jump, dude. I'm sorry.
I was
Tiger-
really asking a question.
I'm
I
not
wasn't
asking
being.
a question. He's not the same anymore.
No.
What do you guys watch?
I'm not
The
back-
big
Where
dog
he's still
ain't
the same.
asking.
No,
I don't
I wasn't
care.
backpedaling.
I
I was
didn't-
just. I
me and
was. I
Mike
didn't
already,
watch.
me and Mike
I
already
didn't
had
watch.
this discussion a couple months ago. But like,
Yeah.
what are you watching where he's the same guy no more? He ain't. Ever since she took his nuts, he ain't been the same.
Nope.
That's just fact. Ellen's carrying the nuts in her purse in her fucking $200 million house that he bought.
700 million reasons.
Christ Almighty.
Let the guy back into a Hooters or a Waffle House. Let the guy get a little
Something's
syrup.
happened to him.
I mean, shit. Let him dump this syrup all over, a fucking.
Geisha house.
Then he was hitting the skier. What are you doing? Get away from the sports, Tiger. Yeah. Go back to the Playboy Mansion. Christ.
Okay. Listen, these guys, and this is why I think he gets. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe he gets $1 million just for coming and playing in a tournament now.
But like
At
I
this
said,
point in his
I'm
career.
right.
Just playing. Like there's $1 million for just playing, and then whatever else.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right
Because
with
he sells.
I'm right with Wills, but that was a legit question because I just saw it, popping up on my news feed. Like here comes the Tiger, roar Tiger.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anything, and I thought, oh, maybe this guy's in a playoff. Maybe he lost by 1. Lost by 7 strokes.
Well, any
That's all I'm
chance somebody
saying.
has.
If you like him, you like him. I'm not saying you can't like him. But, I mean, come on, mix in a W. The big fella told you, weeks ago it wasn't going to happen again. So, I mean, that's –
Any chance people have to
I don't know that he ever wins a tournament.
Jesus
again.
fucking Christ. Any chance people have to put a GIF of a kitten or a tiger? they want to do it. That's where it is.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's get the break.
By
Head
the
over.
way, I didn't realize Marcus Morris.
Oh, his little
A
comment?
little pop. All right. The Caps definitely win the series.
Yeah, well, that was before. That was
fine. It's
before.
still definitely win the
yeah,
series.
yeah, that was aggressive. I said, "Oh, slow down, Marcus.
Whoa, buddy.
Slow down." He
I
said.
know you're from Philly, but let's.
He said besides Kawhi.
I'm the best guy covering LeBron.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Duly noted.
All right, everybody over here. We're going over to YouTube, over to the site as well. Come join us over there. Finish the conversation. It's Agree, Disagree, A2D Radio. On the other side, we're going a little Phillies Talk, a little MLB Whip Around, NBA Playoffs, and 5 questions with the pair of all that, much more. Other side. We'll see you over there. This segment was brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountant. Make them yours. Find them on the web, gibsonmayer.com. Peace.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
You're listening to Bad Boys of Sports Talk Radio. Agree, disagree. Only on, you know what? A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is proudly sponsored by Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants. Gibson Mayer, located in Yardley, PA, is a leading accounting and business consulting firm with a proven track record of handling critical issues with expertise across many different industries, including construction, distribution, hospitality, manufacturing, real estate, service trades, merchandising, professional services, and professional athletes. Give them a call at 215-369-3300. That's 215-369-3300. Your initial consultation is always free, and if you tell them that Tom and Mike from AM and the PM sent you, you'll receive 15% off all income tax services completed by February 15th. That's Gibson Mayer LLC Certified Public Accountants, 215-369-3300, or visit them on the web at www.gibsonmayer.com. That's gibsonmayer.com.
You're listening to Agree to Disagree, only on A2DRadio.com.
Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Round two of the King hate. Agree to disagree. A2D Radio. We're not hating on the King. There was some hatred early on in the Facebook chat, and we handled it like we do here. The bad boys of sports talk. We took some motherfuckers over to the woodshed. We put them over fucking the uncle's knees, and we slapped the fucking shit out of their asses and woke them up. Hopefully, probably not, because there'll be 17 memes from Rob Taramani to me starting from this process on. If I went to my alerts, it'd probably be disgusting.
Just like Nancy Botwin. Get slapped.
Oh, we're back.
Sixers JT, who we just saw, was saying the same thing that I was saying. The guy was talking about Golden State You don't want to build it like Golden State. Golden State built through the draft, like just like Sixers JT was
Yep.
echoing what I said. Besides Durant, they built through the draft and they brought a superstar.
Listen,
it's
people-
the same thing. It's what we did. Build through the draft, bring a superstar
Listen,
in.
Daddy, people are going to say whatever they want to fit their narrative.
Yeah.
And their stupid, goddamn, ridiculous arguments.
It's just they don't
that
like
make
the guy.
zero sense.
And you fill in the pieces around it. You know what I mean? Like, the biggest problem we had with Iguodala here was because he got paid all that money and he's not a one. You understand? But he's a good, very, very good NBA player. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Good, come on. All right, but he's 6, 7, 8 on that team. That's where he needs to be.
Yeah. So if you're just joining us, a poll question.
David Roscoe, what up?
Sorry, we're
What up,
live.
Dave?
What up, Dave? We're live from the BMW Atlantic City Studios. We know that. Okay, you know where to find the fucking cars at. We don't need you to direct you there. Okay, but we can direct you into some accounting, some tax needs. Even if you're late right now, film. We don't want to see you tied up, hemmed up. We don't want to see you in the fucking paper. You know what I mean? Or online, some news story you didn't pay your taxes. So let's get that shit handled because we're here to help you. All right, Gibson Mayer LLC. Find them on the web, GibsonMayer.com. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at Mike Parker chiming in hot. He said some dude asking for money on the corner and then delirious people not wanting LeBron. Talking about in the Facebook chalk.
Yep. You got guys asking for $6,500
I know.
in investments
Who
through
is this guy,
Facebook.
dude?
Through Facebook, like it was the funniest thing, right? He requested money.
He asked me too.
No, he didn't ask. He requested money. I said,
Like,
bro, send me. You know how I handle things.
He eyeballed the best trio in the business because I got a request from him, and sweeps don't fuck around. I'm a fucking 42-year-old detective, so I fucking click on it, and he's friends with you two guys, and I said, I don't like it. And maybe these guys were busy one day, had a few cocktails, they accepted it, bing, deleted it, marked as spam. I'm on to you, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Wish I would have done the same thing. I'm at work getting text I'm at work getting shit on my phone like, would you? How about we do $2,500? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I don't even know you. You think I'm the kind of person that's going to send you money? You're clearly mistaken. You clearly never met me. All right. I'm not sending anybody money.
It wasn't
I
just
don't even
send.
have any money.
This is great. It wasn't just send. He requested. So it was like you know,
You
like,
could have accidentally pushed the button and it would have sent
And I
it.
said, whoa. And then he's telling me the big dog sent him. I said, no, he didn't, because I talked to him already about you.
Oh, wow.
So I handled that.
Oh, he tried saying
Oh,
that I
yeah.
sent him money?
Yeah,
Wow.
I got
This
documents.
talk.
You think we're not going to talk?
Yeah. Like
Does
we're
he
not
think we're
buddies.
gonna know that?
Guy's in the fucking my wedding.
This is
Guy's in my
fine.
wedding.
See what I tell you? This is a fucking catfish. This is a catfish
Guy
going
got
on.
my wedding.
We almost got
Catfish!
Thank God we have-
Catfish!
Dude,
I don't know which one. It almost went up.
Like,
If I hit the button, it goes up there.
Oh, I watch too much fucking TV, buddy. Fucking catfish!
Thank God we weren't Manti Te'o. Jesus Christ, we would have been fucked. We would have been fucked.
I'll send you a fucking blow up doll for fucking $6,500.
We'd be out of thousands right now. Like, shit, did he make the beer? He was trying to tell me, he's like, I got alcohol that's undetectable. Yeah, no, you don't. No, you don't.
So I handle send me an email, and
What's that? So you can drive around?
it made no sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
All right.
Senseless.
And little,
Also doesn't exist.
little NBA talk, NBA playoffs. All right, we saw Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We saw how that went for the Cavs. Not a good start for them. We got people chiming in. The fam, Dion, boom, Mr. Brown in the building.
DB.
Boom.
Mike Parker, like actual money request. Wow, dude's legit. Yeah, actual.
Dude is legit all right.
He's
Yeah.
doing it the right way.
Spidey.
He's doing it the right
He
way.
tried saying, I sent you money. That's unbelievable.
Frank.
Yeah.
Hey, I got
Requested
you.
it.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
And I was like, "What do?"
That's unbelievable.
I said, "Hey, buddy, send me an email first, and then maybe we'll get together and we'll have a conversation about it before we start talking dollar cents." And then he sent it to me again, like 30 minutes later. Yo, you didn't get the first memo, Dad?
Maybe
now
we'll-
you didn't get
maybe
the
we'll
first
just
one.
call the
I
FBI.
haven't
Now I'm
even-
gonna bully
He might
you.
have sent me one too. I haven't even looked at my phone.
No,
Yeah,
be careful. Be careful. I don't want to get you tied up. Then it's on me. Then you hit the wrong button, and
Should I
I'm
look
part of
at
it.
We'll get back to you.
How do I
David.
get out? How do I get out of it
let me-
without accepting it?
Let
You
us
just
call
don't
the
accept
FBI.
it.
Wait, we'll call the FBI first. We'll get
Now
back
we can
to
do
you.
another request. So he must
Oh
have.
my God,
He
he
must have.
did.
Can I just delete him as a friend? Is that possible?
We could go that route.
Absolutely, defriend.
He was talking about, do I know Laxton? Like that's where he went. Like I just moved to Audubon, and I was like, this
Oh
guy's.
my God.
It's getting aggressive. I
This
don't know.
fucking guy.
I don't know what's going on.
We got to find this fucking guy.
So
Where's Laxton? Call him up.
So let's go to a little Western Conference for a minute, and we'll swing back to the Eastern Conference and give her
Well, yeah, see,
predictions
Dion's
there.
talking a little bit, so
Yeah,
let's
he's
go.
talking. Don't sleep on the Rockets.
I mean, let's be honest, guys. Let's call it what it is. Pretty much the NBA Finals is about to start tomorrow.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep, let's be
so
real.
it should be the series that everyone's waited for all year. And I know I was the guy that beginning of the season sweep keeps bringing up. You know, I said the Rockets were going to be the #1 seed. And I still don't think it's enough for him. I really don't. I think Golden State is just better. I think they're better. Rockets going to shoot a lot of threes. Yeah, Golden State's going to shoot them and shoot them better, and Golden State's going to defend better than Houston. Now,
there's one guy.
I know there's one guy. It's Chris Paul. It's Chris Paul.
Well, there's two then, because
it's not even Harden.
I look at Capella. You need Capella game in, game out. That's so big for them,
sure.
the big man.
Yeah, they have
the big's so important against the Warriors.
To me,
It's so
Chris
important
Paul.
against the Warriors. No, Paul and Harden.
He smells it. He smells it. I mean, this
I
is
know
his
he had a
opportunity.
great game the other night to
This
close
is his
them out.
opportunity. You know what I mean?
Well, Paul and Harden are obvious ones to me because you need them to fucking perform. But I got to look for a third party to join the action and really have a huge series, and that's got to be Capella. Like you would expect Paul and Harden to do their thing, right? So who's the guy? Who's the X factor? Well, how can you beat Golden State? Well, you got to get inside on them a little bit. You got to score. You got to score inside. They're great on transition. Capella is too, and he can hit a three. He can take you off the dribble. He can do a lot of freaking things out of the big man spot. And he's a real good rim protector. Turned himself into a really good basketball player, by the way. And that's the X factor for them. They really need a lot of production from him in this series. Because you were saying Warriors in 5. For this thing to go 6-7, or for the Rockets to somehow win this series, Harden and Paul got to do their thing and some, right? Not just their thing and some. And then you need Capella to be a monster. I mean, he has to have a monster series. Where he almost has to average 20 and 15 sweeps. I'm serious. He has to be that impactful if you want to talk about the throne in this shit. This is tough.
But let's look at their other guys. Let's look at their other guys though. So you got
Ariza.
You got Ariza and you got Mbah Mute, who
PJ Tucker's,
but you would think
Tucker.
those
Not scoring-wise,
yeah, but
but,
you think
Tucker
those
with a
two,
3 or 2.
But Tucker, I don't think is big enough to cover Durant though. Tall enough, in my opinion. Is he tall enough?
Yeah, he is, but
I don't know.
is anybody
He's
tall
6'9".
enough?
Is he 6'9"?
Yeah,
He's big.
I don't know. Is he that
Yeah.
tall? All right.
Okay,
All right,
worst
well,
case.
No, I mean, doesn't mean he can
I was
cover
thinking
him, but-
Ariza and Mbah Mute will see a lot of time on Durant. I'm thinking.
Yep, agreed.
And they're going to have to disrupt him somehow because, I mean, if he does what he does, then you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble.
Yeah.
They're in big trouble anyway. I lived in Houston for a couple years. I'm rooting for the Rockets full on. I just don't see it happening.
You
I think
really
Golden
think
State's
it's
too good.
5? You think it's 5?
I think it's 5.
Wow. Well, I
I
don't
think
know.
Golden State wins tomorrow by 10.
Deion Brown says Chris Paul versus Steph Curry. That'll be a matchup to keep a watchful eye on all series.
Absolutely. Listen, Chris Paul needs to dominate that matchup if they want to win. Because they still might not win, but he needs to dominate that matchup. Has to.
And Mike Parker says Capella needs to pound the Warriors, pound the block.
Well, he better board because if he doesn't board, Draymond's going to eat them alive. Yeah.
Well, see, there's just so many, and that's the problem. Like
well, that's how the Jazz were able
You
to
better
hang
hope
around.
you better hope he hit fucking shots.
talk
all
about
the
the-
talk about Mitchell, which he was fantastic, the Jazz hung around because Gobert and Favors inside.
Yeah, they should
you know what I
even
mean?
did
And
more.
then when they even had a chance at that steal in another game, the Rockets went bananas and went on like a 20-something run because they shot the lights out or something.
That's what they do.
I mean?
They're the Warriors wannabes, and
The problem is the
And the
Rockets
problem
are
is-
going to have to shoot the lights out,
Yeah.
and they're going to get D'd up. Like, you're not going to get a lot of open looks against Golden State. They're going to D you up.
listen.
So you're going to
listen.
need Ryan Anderson's going to have to hit shots.
Listen,
Eric Gordon's going to have to hit shots.
for
in
sure.
7, the numbers are
Gerald
going.
Green.
In
Joe
7,
Green.
the numbers are going to end up being what they are, and what they are is nobody can compete shooting like the Warriors shoot.
No,
and
you
that's
just can't.
Now you can do it over a game or two, and then you can make the series interesting or take it to 7. But to me, nobody withstands. I mean, I hate analytics. I hate numbers. They're the only team in NBA history that can shoot the way they fucking shoot. Nobody's ever shot this way. Everybody wants to be them. Everybody's trying to be them. We all want to shoot threes a lot.
They have like
Transition.
three in the
You're talking about 3 unbelievable
I
shooters.
was going to say they have
I'm
three
trying
in
to
the
give
top
them.
10.
I'm trying to
No,
give.
I know.
I'm trying to give them like love as much as possible
No,
to
I
realize for people to realize out there like how special and but why the NBA and every other league are copycat leagues and how dumb to try to copy it is.
That's why everyone's
You know what I
trying to
mean?
shoot
Like
threes
you
now.
can't copy it. You got to figure out a way. How do you beat it without copying it? Because nobody can. You know what I mean? You got to go put together.
You got to get up in them.
Yeah.
We've said that
Yeah,
for
yeah.
years. You know what I mean?
But
Like,
guess what?
you
It's
got to
still-
make Curry uncomfortable. I know, and it's not easy.
It's still-
easier said than done.
it's still impossible.
On a Sunday night here in beautiful Mount Ephraim. You know what I mean? Like it's not easy to do, but that's what you try.
I don't know
that's
if I
what
would
you're
have
trying
said
to.
beautiful, but I
But you can get it. The point is like it can go 7, but that takes the Warriors shooting the lights out. That takes guys having the best series of their
Rockets.
the Rockets shooting the lights out. Guys having the best series of their careers, and then them keeping up
I think it does, though.
with the 3, because that's what it comes down to. Because they're gonna outshoot you, and they can kill you in so many ways, man. I mean, you forget guys. You know, you talk about Steph, you talk about Durant, and then you talk about Clay, and then you're like, oh shit, and Draymond, and you know, it's just
And Iggy.
No, I mean,
and
I just
it's
think
good. They're real
I think
good.
it does. I think it does this year. I think it's one of those years, like Willie said, it is the finals in essence, you know. But you know, the couple pieces, you know, they couldn't ever get over that defensive hump. They always were able to score. D'Antonio teams can score. You know what I mean?
they'll score it.
You bring in Tucker and Mbumonte and Capella. Now you bring in there's guys.
Little toughness.
You know, there's toughness and defense where that's what you got to do. And I don't know if they're able to, like we said, who knows if they're going to be able to, you know, even slow them down. But I'm looking at it to go 7.
series.
Yeah, I'm looking at it to go 7.
You're thinking
All right,
7,
all right,
and you're
okay.
thinking 5.
I think 5.
So you think
I-
Warriors in
Maybe
7?
6.
You think Warriors in 7?
Yeah.
I also agree. I think Warriors in 7, maybe 6, 6, 7. I mean, I'm not like.
I'm gonna go 5.
Yeah, so I'll say 6 then. You go 7. I'll go 6.
5, 6, 7, right
There
on
we
the
go.
horn.
We'll make it easy. One of us going to get it right, or the Rockets shock the fucking world and win it in like 6, and then we're like, what happened?
I'd love to see the Rockets win it. I just don't see it happen.
See, you know what? I'm not going to root for them to win it, because the reason I'm not going to root for it is the Sixers are out the dance. So to me, let me just watch greatness unfold again.
And guess what?
You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Let me just
guess
watch.
what? If
We were talking about that earlier. I'm not going to hate on it.
If Golden
Sixers are out,
State
I'll watch
wins
it.
if Golden State wins it again, it might help LeBron come here more. He's like, I got to do something to beat them.
gotta
I gotta do something to beat them.
Well, where would he go? He would come here.
He'd come here. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah. That's the whole point.
It even helps.
That's the whole point.
It even helps.
It helps it more.
So let's go Warriors.
You want the Listen, you want the Warriors to smoke everybody. Roll
Yeah.
job.
3
Roll
or 4.
job.
Then the only time they lost when they blew a 3-1 to LeBron.
Because you were talking about printing jerseys for LeBron if the Celtics won, right? And I hit you back, well, you're printing regardless, because even if he wins, he's going to go get his ass toasted in the next one, and that's even going to more so bring him here. So either way, or Mario Cerrito was saying it too, and I was like, either way, guys, he's coming regardless, because he's not beating the Warriors. Okay, if he beats Boston, great. They're not beating the Warriors or the Rockets. Yeah. Either one. Either one. So either one, he's going to be like, fuck, I got to go somewhere.
And Spidey Dion's right. I mean,
What
like,
happened? What happened?
the beard annoys me, and he's a flopper, but he can get to the rim on anybody. You know what I mean? He's not just, a step back 3 guy, and just, let it rain guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's not he's complete on offense. You know what I mean? Say what you want about him. He's
It's
complete.
weird because He
looks lethargic almost.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
He has like an old time game.
He's the YMCA
He's like,
guy.
Yeah, he's like
You know,
the
he's that old
47
guy.
year
How
old.
did he drop 40?
The 47 year old that's just dropping buckets on you.
Yeah.
He even looks like the old guy. He's got the long beard,
Absolutely.
Oh, there's nights he'll drop 38.
got old man game, yeah.
There's nights he'll drop 38, and you're like, did he drop 38 tonight?
You know why?
You
Because
know what I mean? 'Cause
he
he's
goes
just-
to the hole and he seeks contact and he hits
a lot
every
of-
foul shot.
Yeah, he'll go to the line
He goes to
20
the line
times.
12 times a game. Easy
Yeah,
streak.
sometimes 20. Yeah.
I love guys who develop their game into that. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, that's how
you
you
know what
gotta
I mean? He's developed himself into the best scorer, one of the best scorers in the NBA. You know what I mean? He's the top 3 scorer every year in the NBA now. Scorer. Just
yeah,
scorer. We're not
absolutely.
talking about
No,
everything else. Just scorer.
Absolutely.
There's a pure scorer. He's a top 3 guy every year.
And you know what?
And that's statistically.
Let's-
That's not like me saying he is.
No. It's not an opinion.
Yeah.
You can Google it.
I mean, let's be
It
honest.
works.
Yeah.
Good work.
The intranet, it works.
Even though I'm saying Warriors
SJM say
in
hardened his
5,
Uncle Drew. He hardened his Uncle Drew. SJM.
Even
Little Uncle Drewish.
though I'm saying Warriors in 5, I want to see this series be like a fucking great series.
Yeah.
Like I want it should be really high scoring. You would think like this could be 130 games, like 130 to 130 games here.
Okay.
It
So
could be.
let me ask you a question.
Kids laying some
if this
money on
series-
the over tomorrow.
If this series goes 5,
Because you know what?
Pac-12 talk?
They usually got
Pac-12
they
after
usually
dark?
oh my god, dude! No, it's like Tuesday night Maction. Okay, we got Maction on a Tuesday.
Fucking Toledo, Miami,
Bowling
Ohio.
Green and Toledo are playing. We're going way over.
Over 92.
Way over.
Over 92.
You always got to go over the first game because they don't know where to set it. So when it's like when the first game's 137 to 126 tomorrow night, they're like, "Fuck, we got to up the runner." If
Then
you're
when you-
better, you know about a little Maction on
Oh,
Tuesday.
okay.
Get in where
So
you
my
fit
point-
in.
my
That's a
point
man
to
after
you
my own
was-
heart.
you said, okay, so if they take him down in 5, right? They take him down in 5, and we're talking that this is the NBA Finals. Shit. How does anybody then take him down? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you right
How do you take? You know what I mean? And how do you?
They're hard.
Just
Right.
because,
So I mean,
There
what's going
seems
to
to
take
be
it?
a dent in the
like,
armor.
just because of who they
this
are,
year,
I think Boston and Cleveland, if they got to the final against Golden State, will take a game from them. But I don't think it goes farther than 5 with either team. See ya. Because they're just that good.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You can hang around all game. Hang around all game. Last 5 minutes, we're just going boop, boop, and we're going to D you up.
I was just.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
no,
they have
you're right.
they have that explosiveness just to put you away at any time.
It's good. Now,
unbelievable.
Eastern Conference real quick because I want to get the Phillies talking and the questions. So, Eastern Conference, who you got still? You still going Cleveland?
Yeah, I got Cleveland in 7.
I had Cleveland in 6 to start. I'll stay there before the game started. I'm not going to run from it now.
I thought Boston would win
Celtics
tonight.
Celtics in 7 now. I don't want to be that guy after game 1. I mean to say 6, but I just they're just so well coached, and you're going up against obviously the great. What he's doing is incredible. So he's single-handedly trying to will this team to the finals. You know what I mean? But I just don't see
Boston's
it. They're
tough.
such a good
They
basketball
play
team. They
defense.
really are such a good.
They play
basketball
defense.
team.
Very good.
They get up
They're
in you.
extremely
They
well
make,
coached.
They make everything you do uncomfortable offensively.
And guess what? You think Brett Brown got out coached? I mean, this is basically LeBron versus Stevens because Tyronn Lue, he might as well sit the bench.
I won't even go as far as he got as Brett Brown even got out coached as much as that.
Come on.
Dude, he's been in the dance.
Don't lie to
He's
the
been in the fucking
Don't lie
dance,
to the
dude.
family.
Okay.
Brett Brown got out coached.
His first year, it's easy to get out coached.
Okay,
But my point
no
is,
one's hating on the
when
guy
you
for
get
saying he got out coached.
you won't let me fucking finish.
No, because he got out coached.
When you get players to fit what you're trying to do, to get up in guys and play defense, and you get a bunch of them guys that are through your system now a couple of years that you've had and been in playoff situations, it's easier for your system to work. They've had continuity. They've had guys there.
They were there before.
But it's your job to make adjustments.
Yeah, you gotta make
That's what you
adjustments.
gotta
I'm
do.
not taking anything. I'm not
He
going
didn't make
there.
any adjustments.
Oh my God, you're missing the point.
No, we're not.
No, dude, I'm not talking about him fucking out coaching or not out coaching. It's like the crowning of Brad Stevens is a little too quick because you've
Why
been
is it
doing
too
it for
quick?
weeks.
He's a really
You've
good
been doing it
fucking
for weeks. What does he got though? He's got the
He
Eastern
was a really
Conference
good
Finals and
coach
that's it.
at Butler.
Okay,
He's become the
okay.
Celtics. He's a
I'm
really
not
good
saying
fucking
he's not a
coach.
real good coach, but people like that I'm listening to, some of the heads out there, you would have thought he's in the NBA Hall of Fame next
People
week.
thought Boston
not
was,
you guys.
People thought Boston
You
was
could say he's
done
a
when
good.
Kyrie got hurt. They might go to the final.
Let me finish, okay? You're talking about. I'm saying that people out there are fucking crowning a guy like he's an NBA Hall of Famer already, not anybody on the fucking couch. There's a difference between a really good coach and some of the people I'm hearing out there throughout, like the Sixers series. Right? Okay, you outcoached Brett Brown. Congratulations. Right? You should at this point in your careers, in your playoff experience, you should be outcoaching Brett Brown. You should be. You know what I mean? That's just factual. Now,
He made it to the finals last year. That was all for him. I mean, he took over a terrible. I mean, a great
They made a run in the
tradition,
Eastern Conference Finals
great
this year.
organization.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But he took over an awful team.
No,
You know
there's
what I mean?
no.
For their standards, you know what I mean? And he made
I'm
it
not
to the
taking
finals
anything
last
away
year
from what he's
with
accomplished.
Really, now all this year's all new pieces. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're pretty
Well, they had a couple guys,
pretty delicious
but yeah.
pieces. I mean, but he did that with Isaiah Thomas, a little 3-foot guy that was doing his thing. You know, he got
No,
hot,
he's
got
a,
hot at
listen.
the right
He's
time.
a really good coach. My point is that he's been in the dance before. So when you get to the dance, this is what, third year in the dance.
Okay, well, Brett was there with Pop.
I'm talking about the head coaching position, man.
But it's basketball.
You know,
Once
I think
again,
I think he deserves
it's the same
growth.
sport. I mean,
He
call,
deserves.
No one's calling
call
for
up
his
Gene
head.
Hackman.
No, I'm
Listen, pop the DVD in and watch Gene Hackman measure the fucking hoop. Right?
Listen, I get
measure
all
and
that.
watch the baseline.
But if it's
it
okay,
all fucking
if
plays,
it's all right
man.
to
It all
talk
plays.
about, if it's all right for people out there to talk about the one side of, okay, well, the kids, it's their first time in.
Well,
it's
that's
their,
other people. I'm saying you're talking to two of your partners here that don't really give a shit. You know
I'm
what I mean?
talking
About
about
that.
what I read and what I
Yeah,
see
no,
all
no,
day.
I
I was
understand,
having a conversation about it.
Oh, yeah.
So and what I read and see all day is like, well, you can't say one not the other. You can't say, well, Brett and Joel and all this. It's young. It's their first time in the dance. Well, okay, it's his first time in the dance as head coach, and I'm not saying it's an excuse. He shouldn't get out coached, period. You don't want him to get out coached, but okay, he fucking did. So now you got to figure out what you got to do. You know what I mean? And now you got to learn from your mistakes, and you got to grow too with your team. So all that comes to me is bringing a lot of these guys back, like we talked about, keeping a lot of continuity here, and then adding a superstar, like he said.
I'm
and,
not killing
and it's not
Brett Brown,
calculus.
but
No, I'm not saying
we
you are.
lost the series in 5 games, and you would say going in that we, on paper, we got a better team.
We do.
Shit, yeah.
We do.
So there you go. So that means he got out coached. Ain't no other way around
But
it.
I don't think.
Well,
But
spade to spade here.
But this is the problem with the people out there. Like, nobody's saying, and me particular, I'm not saying Brad Stevens isn't a damn good coach. Okay?
He just did.
I said I'm not putting the guy in the fucking NBA Hall of Fame is what I said.
I am.
And there's tape there for that. Well, that's what I was directing really at you. So the people out there.
I think Brad Stevens is a really good coach.
I do too. So my point is the people out there that are wanting to fire Brett Brown because he got out coached against Brad Stevens. Well, I expected him to, essentially. Like, I mean,
I said going to the
right?
series,
I
they
mean,
had a better coach.
like, to your point, like, I'm not taking shots at either one of you for saying he's a damn good coach. I'm taking a shot at the people out there. Did you expect him not to be a good coach? Right? Like, that's dumb basketball to me. Like, I expect him to be a damn coach. That was part of the matchup problems. I looked at this series and said, oh, well, you got
They have a better
Stevens.
coach.
You got
That's what I
Stevens.
said. I
There's
said
the X
going
factor.
in.
Like, we're better everywhere else, essentially, but they're tough, and they got Stevens. Well, listen, they're playing for their coach well, and a lot of like I said, enough of their guys have been in their system where it like a Horford or leader that's been in the Eastern Conference
Is this
Finals.
his first year with them?
No, Horford's been there forever. Since Stevens has been there, Al Horford.
Forever, maybe.
Since
Maybe
Stevens has
a
been
second,
there,
maybe a
since
second.
Stevens
Okay,
has
maybe a
been
second,
there,
yeah.
pretty much, Horford's been there.
Well,
Maybe
that's a
all
good
but
guy-
1
it's a good
year.
guy to have.
Well, I'm saying that's what it was sort of built around a guy who's dirty, does everything, doesn't need his face, on anything. He's just a guy who's a worker.
Yeah, but besides him
Right,
and Jaylen
he's like the-
Brown, who
he's
else
like the
was really there
quietest-
last year, though?
Last
Him
year,
and Jaylen Brown were.
was Rozier out there last year?
Well, Smart was, too.
Smart was. But I'm just saying, enough for their core, my point is, like, I don't know where I was going
They
with
have
that.
experience still winning last year.
I'm just saying I expected them to, we all predicted the Sixers to win this series. And the reason we didn't is because they're fucking tough and Brad Stevens had a great game plan.
The reason
You know what I mean?
The
So,
reason
I
we
mean,
didn't is
but that's
is
not
the
me.
end of halves and the end of
The whole
games
point of my
about out-coaching,
conversation, the whole
out-executing.
full circle of it was, I'm not looking to fire Brett Brown because he got out coached by a guy who's had a chance to coach in these spots before. Who should be at this. You're not surprised that he outcoached him. That's all my point. I'm not going to fire a guy because he got outcoached in his first time in the dance. Now talk to me next year. You know what I mean? Now if you're getting outcoached next year in big spots, then we got to have a conversation because you're not growing. You know what I mean? But I'll give a guy in his first chance in the dance a chance to grow from it. That's all my point was. That's all I was going with it.
I know. Listen, I understand.
And I'm not putting Brad Stevens in the Hall of Fame.
I understand what you're saying. I mean, I get it.
NCAA,
like I said,
baby.
I'm just not that guy. Like, I just didn't look at things like that, like some other people do. Like, like we were favored in the series, right? So that doesn't matter. I mean, I understand that. People, upsets happen all the time.
Yeah,
Not saying
wouldn't
it
be
was
the
a
first
monster.
time.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the first time
So-
somebody lost.
So I'm surely not hanging my hat on that, but. We were favored going into it. All right, they were, quote unquote, the wounded animal. These Bucks took them to 7. Right, I expected us to play, to play better, and at least get to 7 or whatever, and I think we all did. All right, so to when people say, "Well, you're away," yeah, I understand that, but not when you're in the moment. You know what I mean? Now there's time for reflection and to say, like, yeah, okay, so were we earlier than expected? Was the success? We won 50 games. I mean, we didn't. If anybody really thought that, I think they're selling they're shoveling you some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody thought that. I mean, if you did, God bless you, dude. Because we were hoping to get in 6, 7, 8, but I thought anywhere from 44. I thought 40, maybe 46.
What,
I
you
think
tapping
we said,
me?
I think we said
646
I think
was a
we
high
said
number?
50, but
We
you
might
always,
have.
you always go high.
I always go.
you always
aggressive.
I mean, God bless
Top
you.
shoots for a start.
Well, I think I said top.
But it took
I
a
said
10-game
max.
winning streak and a 16 game.
And I also said Joel had to play almost a full season.
Yeah.
To get the max a 3 seed. I thought that's the max you get was a 3. But but that was
an MVP. Yeah.
You did call him MVP. You did say we played 60 games, he's going to win MVP. That was.
I don't think I said if he's going to play 60, he wins MVP.
I believe you did.
Definitely not.
Let's go
off
back
of
and check
60.
table net.
Not off of
He
60.
said 3 seed, which we got.
No, I didn't say
there
off
you
of
go.
60. I said they make the playoffs if he plays 60. Definitely is what I said.
I think there was
I didn't say
MVP.
MVP if he
Oh,
plays
yeah, there
60.
was.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
Oh, there
No,
was.
no.
Oh, we're going to go back and find this.
No, please do. Please
We're
do.
gonna go back and
Please
find
do.
this.
Because now you're lying to fucking family.
No, we're
No,
not.
no,
I don't lie to family.
I said if he
Family
plays
knows I don't
72,
lie.
I said 72 would win MVP. 72 he would win MVP. I
Now you're
said.
backpedaling.
No, I'm not.
Now you're backpedaling.
How's that backpedal? I'm telling you what I said. I don't know. How else to
You're
say
completely
it.
wrong.
You've been wrong about a lot of things
I'm
on
not
this
wrong
couch
at all.
over the last couple of weeks.
No,
I ain't
haven't at
trusting
all.
you. Oh,
Everything
yes,
I
yeah.
said has been right.
He's got you on a couple things.
I still think that J.J. Redick had. I still think it was a 4-point lead when he shot it.
I agree there.
I don't care.
But,
I don't care what that thing says.
But you were proven wrong last week.
No, I wasn't. I was right about Jordan losing. I was wrong about the team.
Oh, yeah,
it was
yeah.
Orlando, not the Knicks.
Okay, but you're
But I
still
was right that he
semi-wrong.
lost.
But you had a semi-wrongish.
No, I was right.
Okay. Now we're SJM, Brett Brown
I
had
tipped
a
my
clear.
visor to him.
All right, listen.
Yes, he did. He did.
Let's get to some Phil's talk.
Kissed the ring.
Let's get to some Phil's talk. Phil's talk, and then we'll jump into the 5 questions. All right.
Pove on the stove.
On the stove with the
All right, expectations.
There's a Speedy Claxton comment, by the way, in there. I didn't know what the comment was. I just saw Speedy Claxton.
Sal alum?
Yeah, wow. Speedy. He tore an ACL. Wasn't that Speedy anymore.
Family of Speedy in here?
Chiming
in.
Family watch?
He said Sixers need Bron in the biggest offseason addition. Speedy Claxton, LOL.
Okay.
Little combo. So the expectations for the Phillies have changed, obviously. All right, and when expectations changing, and Naris closer situation not too good over the last
Up
week.
in the air currently, yeah.
Now it's not. You can get away with that when you're a team that's expected to lose, right? Now, when your expectations change,
He was getting it done up until about a week and a half ago, though. But granted, a lot
Always
of
in trouble.
shaky,
Yeah, he's
shaky,
always in
shaky
trouble,
as
yeah.
shit. High wire act,
Yeah.
if you will. But
But
he
he finished.
was getting it done. But now he hasn't though, and it's been all three this year have been against games that we should have won against division opponents, which is not good.
you can't have that. And okay, so the thing is, expectations change. So he's okay on a team that's not expected to win or whatever in that role. Okay. Now I thought when he really looked like a good pitcher was when he was a setup guy more so than he was a closer. I feel like he was more comfortable there. So with this team and winning ball games, that's not going to be okay. And what you saw today was, a little Sir Anthony in the 8th. And I thought they put him in that pressure spot in the 8th to give him maybe go there for about a month and see it, or maybe not even that long, or maybe a week or two, and see how he handles being a setup guy. And he might be
It's a different animal, though.
I know, but I think they're just working him up little by little. Like,
I
okay,
got another one for you.
but I think that's the guy they're going to go to.
It could be, but I got one for you though. If that don't,
They got a lot of strikeout
let's
guys
say-
in that pen,
Let's say
though,
that
so that's
don't
a
work
good
out.
thing.
Let's say Sir Anthony don't work out.
Yeah. Who else you got?
I got one for you because their team stinks, and he's going to be available. He's about to come off the DL, and if he throws
Who,
well
Britton?
for them, Zach Britton, go get him. Zach Britton was a dominant closer before he got hurt. If he comes back and he throws well, you probably don't have to give him that much because they're terrible, and he's a free agent this year. So go get him. Go get him. Because guess what? I think right now we're all in agreement that we're going to compete for the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think we're going to.
And I think we already
So,
have a strong pen
You
to
gotta
begin
go,
with.
and guess what? I'm not one of those guys. I'm not like I know Gabe's analytic. I know the analytic guys don't think closer matters. I think that's a mindset that you got to have.
Yeah.
Some guys just can't do it. I don't care. You can have great numbers in the 8th. Hector Nair. Others have been a ton of guys. Great numbers in the 8th. Put them in the 9th. They're not shrivel up. They can't do it. Okay?
I mean, of course
Zach
it
Britton,
matters.
we know Zach Britton can do it. Go
Like,
get him.
like if you're the guy that says that, then that means you don't have a closer.
Well, that's
I
it.
mean, you know what I mean?
That's
'Cause, like,
analytics-
the last
analytics
three
guys
outs, the last 6 outs,
the
the
hardest to
outs
get.
is the hardest to get. I mean, come
Absolutely.
on. The Yankees went through their dominance with the greatest to ever do it. I mean, it was lights out, except for like one time, enabled the Red Sox to do their thing. You know what I mean? And that still was a great stolen base.
I think it was
and a
twice
base
and they
hit
lost
away.
both
You know what I
World
mean?
Series.
Yeah.
The guy-
Yeah,
And it broke
Arizona.
it back.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like
Yeah.
he got lit up either.
Every time the gates open, it was like L.
Yeah.
L. Oh, fuck. It's him again. L.
Yeah,
Music
yeah.
starts playing. You know what I mean? L.
Absolutely.
L. And it was in guy's head as soon as he walked out. L.
It's just-
But no, you're right. It's a mental thing to close out games.
Sometimes
and
it's a big thing. Guys just can't do it.
Yeah.
And you know that Zach Britton can, if he's healthy. I'm fine with bringing him in. Listen, we already gone over the fact that we want to bring. You think that we're going to offer Machado, Harper? We're going to offer somebody big money after this season because it's just like the Sixers get us over the top. Get us over the top. But we're not saying that we can't get there this year, but I doubt it. Red Sox and Yankees look pretty fucking good. But something to get us over the top. So we got all these outfielders. I know they're not hitting right now, but they're all Hazley, fucking Moniak. These guys we're all high picked, right? They got to have some bearing in the league. Fucking, they're not gonna. Where are they gonna play? Cousins, where's he gonna play? Ship them, send them, trade them, bring guys in. Let's go.
Yeah. I completely agree there because your
Let's
outfield,
go. We're trying to
your
win.
outfield's 4 deep, and they're really good.
Who's
all
playing?
4 of
Who's
them,
playing?
Well, it's
and they're all young. So I mean, who's coming up anytime soon? Like, so what are you gonna hold on to Moniak till he's 25?
Yeah.
And
And
what's
what if
the
Harper
point?
wants to sign
once
here?
again,
What's the point?
once again, it's got that feel. It's to me, it's only May 12th or May 13th, but it's got to feel like the NBA East, right? Because you're talking about the Nats, Cubs, Dodgers. I don't know. I mean, I'm
not
saying
playing
one,
great ball.
the Dodgers are probably buried, but you can see the Nats maybe making a run, getting better in the Cubs.
Arizona's good,
or something
but-
better. Arizona's
but
good.
they haven't done it-
that's
they haven't
three
been there
teams.
before.
Like if those teams don't figure it out by June or something, now you're looking at now it's even wider. You know, it's wide open. even before we thought that they were going to be good, and we thought, hey, they got a shot at the second wild card. Now you take them 3 out, look out. I mean, come on. So it's so that it reminds me of that. It has that Sixers feel where, yeah, maybe we were a year away when Game 1 happened. But as the year went on, all right, all of a sudden we had a shot.
So Ersan, Bellinelli come in, and then you're like, okay, now we're going to compete. And that's how it works. And the same thing here. You added your vets like your Redick, Carlos Santana, Arrieta types, right? And now as the season goes on,
now at the trade deadline, you're a buyer.
You're a buyer.
Not a seller.
Yeah,
Let's go.
and to Wilson's point, you got tons to sell, like down in your system, and teams love it. Guys teams love prospects. The teams that are, the lower level teams and the real money ballish teams, they love to get their hands on as many prospects as they can get, guys they can control. And when you're the Phils at this point, you don't give a fuck about control. When you print fucking money, control doesn't matter anymore because I control you by money. Yankees and Red Sox control people by money. Cubs control people by money. Fucking act like you control people by money too, and do what you got to do. When's Moniak ever going to play? Like, look, when he's 26, think about it.
No, I agree.
Hazley, the same thing.
I totally agree.
Not that I dislike either of the picks. I'm just making a point.
When
Cornelius Randolph. Okay, when's he playing?
Never going to play.
Never going to play. Over what 4 outfielders is he going to play?
Dylan Cousins.
Never going to play.
Never going to play.
Shouldn't play anyway, but never going to play.
But never going to play.
Never going to play.
And Mike Parker, we love you, Mike, but you're wrong.
What do you say?
He went out now.
You're
What
wrong.
do you say?
He said O's are putting up runs now, 17 today. They may turn around. They're like 13 and 28, and the Yankees and Red Sox are both in their division, Mike. Okay,
They're turning around.
They're like 17 games out of first in their division right now.
Hey, Mike, they were done 2 weeks into the season. Actually, Mike, they were done in the all season. They were done. They were done as soon as the Red Sox and Yankees made some moves.
I'm pretty sure the Red Sox and Yankees are both over 15 games over 500, and the Red Sox are 15 games under 500.
O's, yeah.
So, yeah.
O's 15 games.
Sorry,
yeah. I know
so,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
They're 15 and a half back.
Yeah, so, it's done. It's over. It's already over. They're going to trade Machado. And I know somebody doesn't want to be a 2-month fucking rental, like a giveaway a ton, but guess what?
Yeah.
I will.
Guess what?
I will.
Guess what? Guess
I will.
what?
That's how you get
The
over
way
the hump.
have you watching Machado hit right now?
Yeah.
Someone's going to be like, oh, yeah, we'll rent him.
That's
Oh,
how
yeah.
you get over the hump.
I'll rent.
That's a hump. That's a hump getter.
I'll rent because
You know what I mean?
I got a guy who's starting to pull off everything again. So I'll rent.
You're here, and that
Oh,
guy.
Markelle.
I'll rent. I got a guy who's pulling off everything again. I'll rent it. You know where I'm going? He's pulling off every fucking goddamn ball. Every ball he pulls off of now. And he's getting away from staying through it. Now everything's pulling off. I'll rent all day. Can I rent?
You're trying
It
to
only-
trade Franco? I'm down with
it
trading
only-
Franco.
No, I'm
First
just
off,
saying.
Machado
Well, it
plays
only
short.
got fixed
Machado
in-
won't play
I'll
short.
worry about that when I
Listen,
handle it.
it
I'll
only-
worry about that. I'll worry about that when I get him. I'll worry about where he's playing.
It only got fixed in the first place because they closed him up. The new guy closed him up, and that kept him on things longer, and he wasn't spinning off, and and the helmet flying off and all that stuff. So now with a closed stance, if you're pulling off, then you're going back to bad habits, and you're not even. It's not even
Stepping in the bucket.
Yeah, you're
and
not.
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's not even in your stance now. It's just
You can see.
mindset.
You can see him. I mean, all day today. But listen, when he stays on stuff, he hits balls hard. I think Alfaro learned that early, real quick, that you can't, when you live right center, you know what I'm saying. Alfaro's starting to hit the ball a little bit better, so that's good to see. But no, this team's expectations changed, and you're a big-time buyer at the deadline. And like Deion says, we're one behind the Braves. Nats just swept the Diamondbacks out in Arizona, swept them 4.
Hey, guess what? The Braves are good, and the Braves.
Braves are gonna be good for a long time,
and
too.
guess what? And if the Braves decide, hey, we want to bring somebody in, they definitely can. Because they got a ton of talent in the fucking minors.
They're right there.
And the pitchers aren't even up yet.
They got
that's why they're so scary.
three real good arms.
That's why they're really
in the
scary.
minors.
You know what
The
it's back
They
to?
got 2 of the best young position guys. Somebody ought to piss test Albies, though. I mean, the guy's as heavy as that pen over there, and he's got 13 homers. I mean,
He's a monster.
You know, piss test that.
They
that
both
guy.
are.
I'm just swinging a stick,
yeah,
baby.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Insane.
you can
Watch
swing
that
it.
man.
I love
over
both of them. I love both of them, and I hate the Braves.
Oh, Ozzie Albies can play.
Ooh.
And Ronald Acuna.
Ooh.
And first off, Freddie Freeman. I love Freddie.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman, absolute stud.
Yep.
Stud.
They can hit. Now, our
Dansby's
pitching,
figured it out. So, I mean, they got a
Yeah.
good core. They got a good core.
he put a lot of weight on, too. He got bigger, stronger, which was expected
But
after
yeah,
last
yeah,
year.
you expect
Look from
that.
year 1 to 2. Crawford's got to do the same thing, which I expect. Got to get bigger. MLB weight rooms now, MLB guys around. You got to get a little thicker, Daddy. And he's just stronger because you can't have a swing like that unless you got a little weight to you, Dad. I mean, you can't be 185, trying to do that at the big league level to me. You got to be a little thicker.
And Mike Parker, yeah.
Right, to me,
Machado's numbers, Mike Parker, are ridiculous right now. He's like third in average. He's got 13 homers, 39 RBIs or some shit. Yeah, he's having and Baltimore's terrible. So somebody's gonna be wanting him. Somebody wants him.
Let's get to the questions.
Cano broke his hand today too, but nobody saw that.
Robbie Cano.
Yeah, he got hit
Tell
by
me
a pitch.
about it.
See ya.
Sucks.
He got
Davey.
drilled.
I don't have many legs, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know. That's why I didn't hear about it. I wasn't looking.
Oh, Vito, what do you got?
Well, I'll start off wishing everybody a happy Mother's Day and all the wonderful, hardworking moms out there. I mean, you leave a legacy of love. We appreciate you. It's going to last a lifetime. So, gentlemen, who is your favorite mom in sports, either of a player or the player herself? Favorite moms?
No. I don't even know any moms.
No? The Donovan McNabb's mom?
I'm not gonna go Donovan's mom.
Oh, no, that's the
She
easy
stole some
cop-out
money.
one.
Stole some money by getting into Campbell's soup commercials. Good for her, though. Good for her.
I like Alan's mom.
Yeah, we know Tom likes Alan's mom.
Nah, I thought she was, she was always there. Always had the signs. You know what I mean? Always rocking the jersey.
You're a Jenny Finch fan? Could be Jenny Finch. I'm sure she's a mom by now. She's got to be. Somebody had to impregnate her.
Somebody pregnant.
Casey Daigle, outstanding work, Casey. Ex-Diamondback, cup of coffee guy.
Yeah. Was he a pitcher?
Pitcher, lefty.
Pitcher, yeah. Good work,
Two
Casey.
pitches he had her.
He probably takes care of the kids, Mr. Mom. This is Casey's day. Congrats, Case. I'll go Jenny Finch. That's fine.
Jenny Finch is yours?
Yeah. I got it.
Sister Jean. Is that what it was, Jean?
Yeah.
This last March Madness lady?
Yeah. It's a go one. Sister Jean, she probably got impregnated at some point.
Jesus.
I know, you're
I'm not trying to be. Oh, I mean, isn't that how it happens?
105.
I'm saying at some point.
Inception.
Yeah.
Coffin talk.
I didn't say she got. I didn't say somebody impregnated her at 102. You know what I mean? I didn't say like somebody bent her over at 101.
Oh my God!
Come on, Daddy. I didn't say somebody left it in at 100.
Now he's losing it. Now he's losing it. That's my turn before.
Coffin talk.
Coffin talk. We were selling Sister Jean Bibles on the site for a little bit.
Is that deep enough? Yeah, he's deep.
Oh my God.
Favre's mom, like Parker said.
Lube. It's grave talk.
How about LeBron's mom? Didn't
Delonte?
West get up in there?
She was friendly.
Uh-huh. I don't even know Favre's mom. She probably pops a lot of perks, I'm sure, for Favre's mom.
Delonte West had the highest pitched voice I've ever heard from a man. What's up, LeBron? I was hanging with your mom earlier.
I'm just gonna say. Did you see me leave through the back door? Did you see me leave before you left for practice?
Then the guy was homeless like 6 months later. Like,
Yeah, he was riding around
That's
like
what
he was like
happens.
Antonio Banderas in Desperados, riding around with like a suitcase with guns in it and shit.
These guys are
What
talking
is
about.
Delonte doing?
This guy's talking about a coach killer. I mean, that guy was out of the NBA. Dipped that rod in the wrong oil.
That's a bad move there, Delonte. You didn't get that St. Joe's education didn't come in
That
here.
was a career killer, buddy.
Oh, my God.
Dipstick in the wrong hole.
Next one, Robbie.
Yeah, sure. This past Friday marked the 12-year anniversary of Aaron Rowan making one of the greatest catches in Phillies history.
Fucking, I was there. Great catch. I didn't even know where I was seated. He couldn't I was like left center. Couldn't really see what happened.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to wait till like they showed it on.
It dipped in like a crevice on the wall where you couldn't get a good angle. Yeah.
He smoked his face. We were like, oh, did he hit the wall? Is he all right? It's crazy. Like, I didn't know how bad it was until I got home.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bad. The dude was the best.
Well, my question is, was it the greatest catch in MLB history? And if not, what was?
Wow, that's a good one.
Probably for the moment, it's got to be Willie Mays. You know what I mean? It's a World Series.
Iconic.
It's a World Scary game.
Iconic.
Yeah.
I don't think
It's a
it's
photo.
the best catch.
It's a World
though.
Series. I don't know. It's
Most iconic, yes. It's a tough play, but guess what?
Yeah.
To me, the one
Jimmy
I always
Evans
loved,
is
Jimmy
it?
Evans.
Yeah.
I think he's California Angels
He's got
time,
about four of
where
them.
he's running he's running completely the opposite way of the field and does a full layout like That one's insane to me.
Griffey when
Jimmy's
he
got
broke
two
his
of them.
wrist.
Griffey one's great.
When he broke his wrist, stands out.
Gary
to me, Griffey
Matthews
one.
Jr.
Spider-Man?
has one.
Oh yeah, they climb
Gary
the wall.
Matthews Jr. has one where he kind of climbs the wall
Oh,
and,
yeah, he
whips,
does.
and whips his arm back
Yeah,
really
yeah.
strange.
Yeah.
Like, it's a phenomenal catch.
It's like, how'd you catch that?
Trouty's got a really good one where
In
he's like way high up
in
on the
Baltimore,
wall.
Yeah, in Baltimore, yeah.
I mean, there's always great
Ichiro's
ones
got
out
a
there.
couple good
There's
ones.
great ones out there.
I guess probably for me is Ozzie Smith. I mean, Google that one, dude. As a Padre, he dives up the middle and it hits something, and he bare hands it in a plank mode.
But I think he said greatest catch though.
I know, but he
But,
finished it. Oh yeah, no,
But no. That's
that's
first off,
play, though. That's play.
That's just him diving this way, hits a rock, and he still catches it bare hand. That's like the most ridiculous.
It's still a catch that.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost
Like,
still a
how's
catch.
that
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah, it's almost
mean,
still a catch.
How's that even happen?
And he threw it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. The Padres one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woo.
it's ridiculous.
I mean, planking. He was planking.
It's insane.
That's impossible. Next one.
Nice. Similar to last week's question, which running back drafted in this year's class will have the best career overall, and who are you drafting in fantasy football for this season?
It's Saquon to me. Best career.
Yeah.
You got somebody different, Wells? I
Fuck
see is.
him. I don't like the guy. I like the guy. He's a good player.
No,
He's a
I
good
don't want to
player.
like the guy.
Hey, he's on the Giants. I hope he does terrible.
Agree to
I'm
agree.
gonna say Sony Michel.
Yeah.
He's going to a good situation.
Yeah, he is going in a good
It's good to
situation.
be a Patriot. For
Yeah,
sure.
it's always fun.
You walk in the 1200 there.
Yeah. Even though
I like that
even though he
TV.
does like to use four guys.
I like
Yeah.
that TV.
Overall or
give me
fantasy football?
Give me that
Yeah.
TV, Sony.
Which one or both for Sony Mitchell?
I like Sony in fantasy as well.
Fantasy football?
Yeah.
Geis. You got to look Geis in fantasy football. You're going to go to Washington. You're going to get the
Geis.
football.
Right.
You're going to get the football out of the backfield a lot, and Saquon's another guy who's going to get the football.
Well, Saquon's definitely gonna get the ball a ton.
So, I mean, there's a
this
couple
year,
guys that are
this
good
year,
fantasy
Saquon's the one
values.
you want, I would think.
Yeah.
But I like Sony Michel going forward.
I think Geis is
Geis
another
been-
good one.
He's been up on
I'll
some
tell you
draft
who it's
boards
not going to
fantasy.
be. Rashad Penny.
I mean, Geis is going to be the starter there day one.
Mhm.
He's getting the rock there day one in Washington. I don't
You
think
would
there's any
think,
question
yeah, you
there.
would think.
And I think Sony Michel gets the rock unless there's like issues of holding on to the football early on. I think he gets the rock there day one too.
Yeah, me
so
too.
I think all three of them guys are going to at least we'll see how. I mean, Saquon's not coming off the field.
Sony Michel can play.
But I think all three of them, are going to get the football. I think they're all good value running backs in this year's fantasy.
Jonathan
class.
Stewart doesn't worry you?
No, I don't think he's going to steal carries. I'm not worried about him stealing carries.
I love both of those Georgia guys. I love Chubby too. I mean,
Yeah. Where'd Chubb go?
Yeah, so do I. I like
later,
Chubb too.
obviously,
Where'd Chubb go?
He went somewhere late second, right? I think. I don't know where he
Oh,
went.
did he go? He didn't go to
Pope, you got it.
Denver Broncos.
Broncos. I was going to say Broncos. Wait,
Yeah.
both Chubbs went to the Broncos?
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, that was
Yeah, yeah.
Bradley Chubb. I'm sorry, obviously running back. What's his first name?
Nick.
Nick, thank you.
I don't know where
Nick
he went.
Chubb. Cleveland.
That's what I was
right,
going to say that.
Cleveland.
I was going to say Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks.
That's not a bad
Cleveland
move.
rocks.
Listen.
Cleveland rocks.
Listen, offensively,
Behind Carlos.
though,
Not at the table, Carlos.
put together a pretty good offense.
Jacking his little weenus.
That table. Right, though? Good offense.
Yeah, no excuse for your boy. There's no excuse for he goes. That was the greatest fucking subtle head pump I ever heard in my life. I wish that would have spilled on me because that was hilarious. Like, I said no excuse for your boy.
I see him. I'm not worried about him.
That car part's going to be out there
Obviously.
real quick.
Yep, he's gonna,
How's
yeah,
Baker going to throw?
I think he's going to
Weapons.
throw good. We'll find out.
everywhere.
We'll find out.
Real quick.
We'll find out.
That's weapons everywhere.
Yeah, that's the point. There's no excuse there.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Build around an offensive guy, right? Air quote it. Offensive guy.
That's fine.
We'll see. Next one.
Alex Lyon playing for the AHL Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Unbelievable. In the second round of the Calder Cup playoffs, easy for me to say. Stopped 94 of 95 shots fired his way to propel the team to a 2-1 5 OT win against Charlotte. Should Lyon be starting in net for the Flyers until Carter Hart is ready for the NHL?
No, fucking absolutely. And first off, who the fuck's playing defense? I know it's 5 OTs. We're getting 94 shots blasted up on us.
Until he said that, I was
Wow,
like,
slow
God,
down.
It was 94-56 too. They were seriously outshot. It wasn't like it was just
94
elevated
shots.
from the 5 OTs.
Who they playing defense? Us 4? Like really? I mean, who? Like I think we don't.
I can't skate.
We don't skate, and we're probably not getting up 94. We're gonna hang in. We're gonna be physical. We're gonna be diving.
I'll block a puck.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like we're
That's
playing
probably
defense.
the best thing I can do because I'm probably going to be on the ice because I can't skate.
But to answer your question, Carter Hart should be ready day 1 next year. To me.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
But if he's not, yes. If somebody's making 94 saves.
Heck, he's going to want him
some
to get in some AHL time, but he's got the talent, dude. You're right. I mean, just bring him up. I mean, they did that with Provorov a little bit.
I'm not baby.
Just the stamina on this young fella. I mean, that's a lot of saves.
Yeah.
I mean, woo, it's a long time.
Hopefully the girl.
It's 100 minutes right there.
See, the issue though with Lyon is that when he started games, he didn't have too good of a season this year. But when he came in to mop up for Mrazek, lights out. So if he could just develop that mentality from the start of the game, if he could change his pregame warm-up or something like that, I'm telling you, I'd start him over Brian Elliott.
I'm not disagreement there. To me, it's day 1. It's Carter Hart next year. You know, I get him in. I get him right from jump. I'm giving him every opportunity to win that job. If not, he's going to be on the club and he's going to get at least 40 starts. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason for me to even send him anywhere else. We have this conversation all the time. Like, there's no reason for me to send him anywhere else. I want to get him around the big club early on. Yeah. So early on, we can teach him the way we're going to go about things here.
He's been the best minor league goalie for like 3 straight years.
Let me go get him around some NHL fucking hockey guys, you know, and develop them more. Why would I not? Why would I want to send him the guys who aren't as qualified as me?
Yeah, the longer you own that title, like Willie just said, which is a legit title, then you become like Byron Buxton, which we know is getting a little bit better. But like he had that title for like 4 years, like the minor league player of the year, or not minor league player of the year, but best prospect in baseball for like 3-4 years, and you're just like, man, this guy's brutal, you know. So like even though it's time at some point you get called up to the big club. Let's go.
I actually like him. I hope he plays well. I like Byron Buxton. Good kid.
Yeah, great defender.
Too. Seems like he's phenomenal.
Real good defender.
But everyone thought he was going to hit. He hasn't hit.
Yeah. He hit a little bit last year.
He's only played like 10 games this year.
And they were winning.
Yeah, they were winning.
He just came back. He's only played like 10 games this year. So
that's a time, man. I give guys time when they didn't play a lot of games, man. Some guys take a minute to get going when 98's coming at you. It just takes a minute to get your fucking timing going.
He played good last year, second half of the year.
It's crazy, right? I mean, some guys need
he's extremely good defensively.
Some guys need like
grabs. I mean, the
80 at bats.
Indians are 20-19 leading that division. I mean, it's up for grabs.
Wide open. Not a good division. Wide open. Next one, Robbie.
Yeah, let's wrap it up. You see the name on the bottom of your screen. Agree or disagree? According to King Flip Flopper Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James will never be Michael Jordan. Agree or disagree?
I'll agree in one point of it. Just the way he changed the game. He's not, he changed the game, Jordan. He
made it international.
Yeah, so no, he won't be.
Exactly.
Now
you're not even talking about basketball. It's one of the funniest, not to cut you off, one of the funniest memes I ever seen was the guy was like, "Hey man, call me when LeBron gets killed for somebody gets killed for a pair of his sneaks." You make light of it, but I mean nobody's getting killed for. For any bronze. I thought sneakers. Yeah. I know.
I thought you were talking about that one meme where Jordan was going up and just giving LeBron the facial. I mean, there's an NBA meme. It's funny going
dunking on him.
Oh yeah, dude, just killing him.
Nice.
LeBron's stunned like Ryu in Street Fighter.
He would dunk on his ass too, but it's not, to me, it's not even, it's like,
Jumpman's a brand. I mean, if you're just not talking about, you're just talking about overall everything, you know what I mean? I don't think Steven is. I guess Steven's probably talking about on the court. Yeah.
Well, see, I don't know. It would take a long time to do it right now, so we don't have to do it.
No, it's to me right now. It's Jordan's still the best of all time.
Yeah, he is, in my opinion. Too,
we'll revisit when LeBron's all said and done.
Yeah, it's a lot closer. And you know what?
Yeah.
In my opinion, I'll try to make this really quick without getting too deep. But who's the best quarterback of all time?
To me, it's Brady.
Yeah, so it's Brady, right? Well, the guys that'll say Montana will say Montana's 4-0.
Yeah, I got that.
Right?
Brady has more.
Well, guess what? Brady. So Brady then gets a knock by those guys for constantly winning the AFC and getting to the Super Bowl, right? Well, guess what? When Jordan played, the Eastern Conference was the bad boys. Eastern Conference was the best. The Western Conference was weak. So it was tough for Jordan to get there. When he got there, he won.
Yeah.
Since LeBron's been around, the East has been weak. So you're penalizing the guy for winning through the East every year by saying he's lost 5 times. That's my whole thing. You're saying Brady's the best. Well, it's the same thing. He's lost a bunch in the Super Bowl too.
Yeah,
but he gets there.
but he has
same
more.
thing with LeBron. He gets there.
He has more rings, though.
No, I agree.
So it would take LeBron to get more rings.
I understand that.
That's
I'm just
what-
saying.
that's
but
the
I'm
end-
saying
that
that's
ends it.
In my opinion, though,
You can't argue it
if-
anymore.
In my opinion, if LeBron's in the Western Conference his whole career, maybe he's 3-1.
Okay.
You know?
Get 4 more rings.
Yeah. See, I don't even think he needs 4.
I think he needs at least 2.
I would say 2. Yeah.
At least
But
2.
he's going to pass him in every category.
That's
He's
fine.
going to.
And he should, because the game's changed. He should. He should. Like, he should have more points and more of this. He played when he's 19 years old.
Yeah,
he
but
should.
He has more.
He should.
He has more of everything.
But you got 3-year jump, Daddy. A 3-year jump matters.
Yeah,
A 3-year jump matters.
But also, Daddy, we're talking about right now. Like, they played the same amount of games. He has more of everything.
Okay,
Except
and
points.
the league's more open for that, is my point.
There's a better, but they scored more points back then.
a
Jordan
different
averaged over
era.
30 a lot.
It's a different.
Jordan
era.
did, but nowadays it's more open. That's all I'm saying. The game's more open. It's more built for guys to score.
It's a
It's
different era.
It's different era.
It's a
I
different
agree.
era. You just can't.
It's
like
hard
you said.
to. It's hard.
No, I
You know
just
what I
say
mean?
I feel you can make the argument. That's all.
No, I know you can. I'm just saying, like back then, like you know, Wilt and your dad and people like that have seen him and know the dominance, right? But he was also, besides Russell, I mean, he was also playing with guys that were, might have been up to his nipple. You know what I mean? So, to grab 50, the 30 rebounds is fantastic. I'm not taking anything away from him. I've never seen him, right? But there's times when he was playing volleyball because he was just, he was just like, get the fuck out of here, the fuck out of here.
I think there was other guys that
you know
were
what I'm saying?
6'10", though.
I don't think so.
Could you, with your argument, could you support Jordan by saying that he got there enough times through a tough Eastern Conference to the finals, like winning the Eastern
No, I'm
Conference
saying,
finals?
I'm saying until the fucking, you gotta look at the beginning of Jordan's career. He didn't even first 4 times in the playoffs didn't even win a game, or no, maybe first 3 times didn't win a game. Swept by Cleveland and then Detroit, I think after that. But until Detroit and Boston. And early on was the Sixers, but then it was Detroit, Boston. Until they were pretty much done their run is when Jordan took over because he couldn't beat them. And then Detroit beat the fuck out of Jordan. And then that was their game
Bad
plan.
boys, yeah.
That was their game plan. And Jordan was a phenomenal player then, but it took a little time to get over the top. And like you're saying, if the West was tough then, and he was in say he was in the West then. He might have gotten to the finals a ton and been getting his ass kicked by Boston and Detroit in the finals. So you never know. I don't know. It's just different.
It's a hard argument.
Yeah.
It's just because the conferences were different then. That's just my thing. That's why LeBron's been there so much because the East.
I'm not
he's
gonna
so
knock
good
guy.
that he runs through the East.
I'm not knocking a guy for getting there. He just needs to come close to the ring count to get over him. That's all it is. All right, listen. Thank you everybody for fucking listening tonight. A lot of fun shit. We had a little King talk, and we ended it with a little King talk.
That's right.
It's full circle here. Bad Boys of Sports Talk. We're our leader, Real Talk. HDRadio.com.
Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I know
Yup.
it's winding down.
It's winding down. Go take care of your fucking lady. Rub her down. Good. I don't even know what the fuck I was going to say, but just rub her. Just give a good rub, okay? All right.
Talking about moms.
With this
I'm saying rub your.
He's talking about rubbing moms now.
No, I'm saying rub
Dude's
your.
rubbing moms now.
Rub your lady. Who's a
Christine,
mom.
I love you. I'll rub you down.
Rub your lady who's a mom. I'm with her.
Mom, the meatloaf. Fuck.
For Tom Renault, Nick Delgazzo, Brian Wilson, Rob Poe on the ones and twos, and all the fam out there, the best in the business, Gibson Mayer LLC. Find on the web, GibsonMayer.com. We're out. Peace. Mike. Later, Mike.
Yeah.